Marco. On commentary today, we've got Simikins and Keaton. How's it going, guys?
Well,
I'm good, thank you.
All right, I'll get the runners off and leave you guys to it.
Hello, everyone.
How you doing, Cadence?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, I just got through the 8 hours of Hundo, and
Oh
now
my
I've
gosh.
I've got this now too.
And now we get to watch the winners finals between ZachLink and Nimzo, and losers semis Bruggles and Marco. Nimzo as well, just this morning or today, setting a new world record with 252.29.
Yeah, literally the man was like, I'm gonna do a warm up. I'm gonna practice for my race today. And apparently, his practice ended up being a world record. You know.
Yeah, so does that mean he's going to do better in the race now? But now that he's all warmed up?
Maybe. I don't know. If I was Zach, because I think that was probably the time Zach was getting up. He was probably looking at that, like just looking like, I'm ready for my race today. Sees, I see. Nimzo got world record today.
Yeah,
Bruggles versus Marco. Bruggles versus Marco is going to be actually a really exciting race too. We've seen a lot of progression coming from both these runners, like constant PBs recently from both of them. Bruggles has already beaten the PB he got last stream, didn't he?
I don't think so. His PB is still a 256, is it not?
But, I think it's a 256, but it's lower. It was just lowered a couple days ago, if I'm right.
I'll might go check. But even like either way, like you say. So again, for anyone unsure, this is a race, but this is two separate races. ZachLink versus Nimzo, the two guys at the top. That is one race, and then Bruggles versus Marco is another. ZachLink and Nimzo is winners finals, so the loser of that remains. But Bruggles versus Marco is for elimination. And Marco, just based on PB against Bruggles, easily the favourite. 253 versus 256. It's a 3-minute difference in PB, but you know, race performance, you're actually very close in that regard. Bruggles getting a 256 PB in his last race. Marco, I think his best race time was 256 as well. So I don't think, while their PBs have quite a large difference, I think it'll actually be quite a close match.
Yeah, I think all of the racers today are going to be very close. Resetting kind of makes it a bit harder to give a good tell on how far like a person's going to go, you know. It definitely shovels things up because the ability to reset in this game, which our beginning is a pretty heavy reset.
Yeah, and especially in races, like we're going to be seeing, hopefully not too much separation, but just in the start, like up past Sword and Shield skip even, there's definitely going to be some RNG separation between the races. So hopefully not too much, and we can get a good race start through Bow and Sword and Shield skip.
Yep, and I want to say thank you so much, Adam, for the raid of 215. I think we were all sitting in that chat for a while.
Does that mean he finished his All Dungeons run? I haven't been watching for the last while.
I think he ended it. I think something went wrong and he stopped. I think he was in city somewhere, died.
Oh well, now he and everyone else gets to watch this Wolfdash race, which I guess will be starting shortly. I have less
30
information
seconds.
than... Oh yeah, boom.
Also, I did check up on Bruggles. No, he didn't. I was just literally rereading the PB he got in the last race that he was in. I was just being dumb, and I thought it was a new one. I was like, oh, nice. He still has 250, 256, and then I could get the actual seconds, but...
Yeah, but like again, that was set in a race. So
yeah,
he could do the same again or get it.
Bruggles kind of notorious right now for actually setting PBs in races. I think his last he's had 2 PBs in races in this Wolfdash, if I recall correctly.
But
we also saw one come from Jaquan.
We're off.
Everyone going off pretty much at the very, very similar time here.
Nimzo missing the rock. First thing to mention, Nimzo and Marco are both playing on the PAL version, so they have German language, which is approximately 6 seconds faster than English, which is what ZachLink and Bruggles are using because they're both playing on NTSC. So already that doesn't like that difference is mitigated by Zach and Bruggles getting through the gate faster.
Yeah, immediately, as you said that, they got through that instantly. Marco having, I think, the most trouble there. Also having a bit of trouble coming here. Oh, he's unplugging his controller for this one just for the extra safety, I think.
Honestly, sensible.
Being extremely safe on that.
I think I cut out for a moment there, like I couldn't hear you, but if that keeps happening, I'll probably try leave and reconnect.
So we're gonna see Zach's gonna be the first one getting the lantern.
I was close behind, but remember, the times that Bruggles and Marco get relative to Zach and Nimzo don't matter. All that matters is how ZachLink compares to Nimzo and Bruggles to Marco. It's two completely separate races.
Yep, and then but both races are very important to the end result of Wolfdash here, because this is very much some of the final races that we're having. Don't we only have one or two more after this?
This is the top four right here. This is the last 4 players remaining.
Yeah, this is it. Oh, so the two winners of this, or the loser of ZachLink versus Nimzo goes against the winner of Bruggles versus Marco, and then that winner.
That's exactly right.
Yep. All right.
We're in the last phase, and the tournament's gone on for quite a while, but we're finally getting to the end.
Yeah, we are right near the end. I'm so happy that Bruggles and Marco got their race scheduled today too, because it means that we just inch very close to the end side of the race.
And it makes it very chaotic to watch this last match, because I'm trying to see everything all going at once.
You know, we did kind of get this slammed on us right at the end of having 4 people at here. And they're all at a very high level. But you know, at least we're thankful enough. I don't think we see any different routes here. They're all going to be doing the exact same route.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I quite enjoy when people mix up the routes a little bit.
It's really fun. It's really fun to watch. The only problem is sometimes in 4-way races it gets a little hard when you have one who's an outlier.
So the only route differences we may see is if any of them miss Gorge Void, which, I mean, I feel like you can guarantee at least one of them is going to.
And then, do all of them do the new, or quote-unquote, new lake bed? The different lake bed route that people have been using after a couple months ago?
I think they all do.
Which will be that saves around approximately like 4 seconds, right? And a bit more depending on how people aim.
Yeah, pretty minor. And this is looking to be quite a good cage break for Zach with using safety bit. Remember, it loses like almost 10 seconds to do the bridge hang.
And he's literally getting a 405 cage break. 404, 405, that is amazing.
So pretty comfy. Comfy lead, 404 for Zach. Is this like a 10 seconds? Yeah, 10-second lead for Zach over Nimzo, and about the same for Bruggles over Marco. I'm going to let you keep track of time differences between Bruggles and Marco, and I'll do Zach and Nimzo, because that is going to get way too hard to try and do all of them at once.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, I got you. The next big check will be once they get their iron boots. We can check who actually gets. Do you want to watch who gets the best, or who gets the best goats?
Well, yeah, as you say that, we're now all heading into the first kind of, I guess apart from the gate, the first kind of luck-based early game separator. You can almost guarantee there'll be a bit more variance between the runners after this. Because, I mean, a good goat's under 20 seconds, anyone can be happy with, but it's also very easy, especially in a race situation. You get one rogue goat, it can cost you like 5 to 10 seconds, even more. Yeah, that's right, blame Howard, it's always Howard.
We've already seen quite a few Howards today. Unfortunately, in Hundo, they have to go through this 3 times. So we got a 21-63 coming from Bruggles.
ZachLink, you mean? Can't believe. Oh no, from Bruggles. What? You're ahead of me. Sub 20 from Nimzo.
20 for Marco.
I might just reload this page, because I'm a little behind.
Or just slightly behind. If it ends up being a problem, I can actually just stream on Discord too for you, so that we can be on
No,
the
all
same.
good.
Coming here, here's the second big luck-based thing in our run. We're about to be slammed with another piece of rock, paper, scissors, but with a little bit different statistics here. First round of bow is going to have 4 options, and what were you saying, Simi?
I'm gonna assume that most people here watching now are decently familiar with Twilight Princess, given that we just had 8 or 9 hours of 100%, and the tournament's been going for quite a while. So I'm going to try and focus in on some of the small things. Obviously, it's quite well known that you have to mash bloody fast to get 1 cycles in this if you get a slap. But also, I don't know if you saw, Bruggles a while ago showed that with holding the control stick, you can curve the way you push bow, also getting a good 1 cycle for him instantly. And
Yeah,
Nimzo getting good luck.
If he pushes you back once, you can still get the 1 cycle, correct? If you move him to the right or to the left, I'm guessing in theory left also works.
The big surprise for me was that you could still 1 cycle after getting pushed twice if you use the control stick, and it's been known for forever that you can curve the push slightly, but that it could make that much of a difference is quite impressive. Zach, decent boot time already. Bruggles the same. Nimzo still struggling with him. Same with Marco, not getting the best luck.
Yeah, and unfortunately these two, it seems like Nimzo and Marco are actually kind of getting hit with a bit of luck. Like getting snapped down by some of the luck checks here. Marco finally getting through that.
Oh, it's still 10-second lead for Zach over Nimzo. Seems like the good goats and stuff like that help Nimzo not drop behind by too much after that. Marco, I think, lagging behind a little more, yeah.
Yeah, Marcos is about 15 seconds from Bruggles, maybe a little bit more.
Nimzo's Wii has the date set to 2016. Nice. His favourite year, I'm sure.
Be 5 years ago. I wonder if that's kind of the time when he actually started running this game. You know how long he's been in TP's community?
Nimzo? Oh, only like 2 or 3 years.
Oh, it's
a fun fact. A fun fact with Nimzo and I is we did our first run on the exact same day, completely coincidentally.
Oh wow!
Which was in 2019, I think. So yeah, 2 years.
Wow. That would be so. Aren't you also the one who sent him a copy too, of TP to run?
Yeah, that's why he's on German right now, because he's got one of my PAL discs.
That's pretty nice. That's helped him. He's taken it pretty far, hasn't he?
Yeah. Well, someone's gonna make use of it, right?
I just got a box break over from Nimzo. I think Zach also got it.
Yeah, in Castle here, there's not going to be much that can separate runners, really. Like, there's small movement things, but I wouldn't expect mistakes more than a few seconds. It's what comes after this that can make or break a race right at the start. Sword and shield skip. I'm sure everyone is familiar with it. Everyone loves Hugo. Best buddy. And everyone in this race is obviously to get to the top 4 of this incredibly stacked bracket. They're all very good at Twilight Princess, but it doesn't matter how good you are. Hugo can just not cooperate, swing forever, make you lose time, and especially with the extra pressure of being in a race, much easier to fail, I find.
He has.
I really hope. Go on.
I was gonna say we've even seen very good runners all struggle with this trick. This trick can still slip up even the best of runners at times.
Yeah, and that's one of the unfortunate things. Some of the tricks in this game, if you fail, that's a minute gone. And a minute at this level is really hard to make back. But of course, there's also other tricks that can lose a minute if failed, such as a Gorge Void, fairly clip. So I would expect most of these runners to get them. Well, I would expect everyone here to get those well, but
Yeah,
you never
Pillar
know.
Clip for sure. Pillar Clip for sure. Gorge Void maybe a little bit debatable if they're all gonna get it, you know. But we've actually had quite a lot in the recent dates for what's it called, for Wolfdash, of how many people have gotten it in a row. We had quite a huge chain going for a while.
Oh, really? I wasn't keeping track of that. That's cool.
Yeah, I think we had 11 runners in a row get it.
That's amazing. Also,
And
mystery. It does look like Marco's quite far behind, but he's only 20 seconds down, and in this game, this is a 3-hour run. Like, you don't write him off yet at all.
Yeah, he's a little bit behind, but it will be fine. There are many areas where he has time to catch up on. And it's going to really be dictated by a couple of these upcoming tricks, and hopefully it won't be decided by those tricks. Hopefully we get to see
Nimzo, what are you?
Oh,
Nimzo going for the rooftop fly and skip, doing the diagonal jump attack. I don't know what he was thinking, and because he got the quick skip at first, he had to go for it again. That's a big mistake. That only saves like less than half a second, and he goes for it again. Why?
Zach and Bruggles were perfect sync until Zach's loads were faster. Wow. Small scam.
And yes, mystery, but remember, this is a race between Marco and Bruggles, and then a separate race between Nimzo and Zach. So, Marco being behind Zach or Nimzo does not matter. Bruggles being ahead of Nimzo or Zach does not matter. Two separate races. Top two, bottom two.
The only people who matter, or wait, on the ZSR page, it should be left to right to left to right, right? Those are the two races. The top race and a bottom race. I can actually go check that. I want to see how it's laid out on their site. Yeah, exactly. The top two are a race, and then bottom two are also a separate race.
Zach and Bruggles both heading into Hugo at the same time. Nimzo, and that void really cost him.
Yeah, that's that void plus like considering how he was decently far into that void's gonna cost him time, and getting hit by that text right after is definitely to add, you know, it puts salt on the wound right there.
Yeah, it's like makes it pointless to have gotten the text skip in the first place.
Hugo's not all too bad where he was or where he was facing, so at least he gets his attention decently fast. I feel like that's one of the also a bit annoying things that you can have happen with this trick. Sometimes he can be literally looking off into the distance, and you have to go a bit further and hit a wall or try and get his attention.
Zach just dodging the attacks. Hugo being very aggressive for both Bruggles and Zach. Bruggles goes for it. First one to get it.
Yeah, Burrows hit touchdown. Alright.
Zach also.
Nice.
Very nice.
2 out of 2. Zach unfortunately losing time to literally just the movement of pushing Hugo and trying to get him into position.
Marco, good positioning. Nimzo low on health because of that void. Could have gone for it there and here.
Nice.
Nimzo in. Marco having to reposition. It's not worth rushing it though.
Oh no!
Marco, under the pressure of Hugo just stalling him, goes for a slightly sketchy position. Not too like that. He could have gotten that position to work, but that's the thing.
It definitely seemed like it kind of came a little bit as a late call there, him going for that one, and it ends up costing time.
You hear Marco yelling in your head? I reckon he's probably got his mic on his stream. You can hear him yelling in French.
He definitely was. We see a bit of his his face cam as we speak, and he definitely did not seem too happy about that one.
Oh, who would be?
Yeah, no
I mean, Marco, even to get here, he didn't start off his tournament bracket too well. He's been coming all the way back from the losers, just checking in his bracket, beating.
He's done
from round 2,
too.
beating Nico, D3, Beast, Zalu, K's, full record holder, and is now against Bruggles, so he's no stranger to coming back from things like this, but obviously not the situation you want.
Yeah, he's also our only 53 now, isn't he?
Yeah,
Because the
Nimzo
rest
52
are
now. Okay, there
Nimzo
we go,
and
second
Speedrun
try.
are now 52s. It felt like literally just a couple weeks ago. It wasn't like this. It was literally that he was one of the 353s, right? And now we're looking at it and we have 2 people on 52.
Did you see that? On Nimzo's screen, he got hit by the bug in the one frame after the dig.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Does he have enough HP? Like, wait, is he
It's
okay?
half a heart.
Oh no. Oh,
Serious
that's
danger.
yeah, that's gonna make EMS very fun. He does not want any bad swings. That is going to be pretty bad if he gets some bad swings there.
Yeah, so this is basically just luck that we had these 2 races scheduled together as 2 separate races. Doesn't mean everyone gets a chance to be seen. Zach moving into EMS, Bruggles as well.
Yep, 2 runners about to go attempt EMS. This trick can eat up a bit of time, but typically it's just rolling the dice and hoping you get a good swing. We're looking for specific swings that we just saw Bruggles get. Zach also getting the swing. Good. Each one of them took a single hit. And then going
Bruggles getting some hearts just for safety.
Our boy Nimzo out here, he really needed that to be a good swing, and he got it. That's really rare to just get it
You're
that
normally
quick.
You're normally not in a situation where you desperately need. Yes, it's double elimination, and so Marco and Bruggles are both already in losers. So the loser of their match is eliminated. Nimzo and Zach are in winners, so they're both going fine.
And even more interesting enough, the loser of Zach versus Nimzo, that will be going on to the winner of Marco versus Bruggles, or going on a facing curve.
This is the top 4 of Wolfdash.
We will be seeing these names many times over in the next couple of days. Or in the next coming weeks, depending on when they get scheduled.
Yeah, depending on scheduling. I think between the 5 or the 6 of us, including us 2 commentators, we've got basically most of the world covered in terms of time zones. Zach,
yeah.
Canada, Nimzo and Bruggles in the States, Marco in France.
Where are you at, Simi?
I'm in New Zealand, so quite far away as well.
Wow, we are really all in different areas. And I'm pretty sure when it comes to coast, I'm pretty sure Zach is over on the east coast of North America. I'm over on west coast of North America.
Zach's in Canada, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Of North America, right, I see it. Geography, okay. Marco now at EMS.
Nice, gets that really quickly, good job. He's got a lot of time to catch up on.
Yeah, Bruggles is a minute 44 ahead of Marco right now, which is a pretty tall order to make back up. But remember, we still haven't been to Gorge Void yet. That could be a minute right there. And Marco, at his peak, compared to Bruggles' peaks so far, has had a 3-minute hit and run. So, wouldn't put it past him. But it's definitely not how you want to start, not going to help the mentality. Especially I can see he's got his splits compared to his PB still, so he's staring at some lovely red to keep his morale up.
Yep, also, Gligar, yes, unfortunately Marco did get second try, SNS. So have you enjoyed this Wolfdash so far, Simi? And this is one of the few times that we kind of have downtime in the race overall.
Well,
how have you been
enjoyed? I competed, and that wasn't the best experience. But as a viewer, yeah, it's been really amazing. Especially like it's kind of dragged on a bit, but it's coincided with a huge burst in activity, and obviously it's partly responsible for that.
I think
people like Marco and Nimzo around.
I think definitely seeing people like Nimzo break a number barrier, or like that big like number milestone, right? Hitting the first 53, right? And then seeing more people go after it, having Demon come back also. Marco pushing down his time, and the recent activity that's just come from the excitement of Wolfdash and other things like that. All these things combined has really made it so that it seems like we're getting new runners all the time right now. We have a lot of new people in here,
so
and a lot of new minds trying to find new
the
things.
record right now, exactly, the record right now set by Nimzo literally earlier today, 52.29. When Wolfdash started, Hayes was the world record holder with a 254.09. So since the start of Wolfdash, Nimzo took it 53.
You kind of lagged
Demon
out there
took
for a
it
second,
53,
by the way,
then
Simi.
52. Now Nimzo took it back.
Simi?
Yeah?
Oh, we could hear. Oh, it's mine.
We are very
well,
robotic.
That's an F. Here, I might join. I might leave in the rejoin. Give me a second.
Okay, it's hard to know, eh?
Hello?
Hey.
Okay, nice. Yeah, Discord literally only messed up your voice for me, apparently. That's kind of crazy.
Oh. Well, luckily it happened during a long cutscene. I mean, Zach and Bruggles basically dead even, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that sometimes when we get these four-way races, we have two runners that literally, the two runners who aren't facing each other are literally lined up for a little bit. It's kind of hilarious.
I don't know, I've just been silent because this is an empty cutscene.
Okay. There, I was like, I don't know if you're talking, but I definitely cannot hear you, and I was terrified of like speaking and not hearing you, and then like me just cutting you off completely and seeming like I did it intentionally. I was like, ah. Marco coming up here while everyone's about to be leaving this cutscene. They still got a little bit left of it, so it's not like he's truly that far behind, but he definitely has a good margin over a minute behind. As Sword Nimzo is plus 12, yo, lady, you are doing good work here. Marco is 1 minute 38 seconds behind.
He made some time
Bruggles right
back
now.
there. He was 144 behind at EMS, so...
Oh yeah, his
little
EMS
things like
was
that.
extremely quick. I can actually tell you exactly where that was. Bruggles got one swing, or Bruggles took two swings, Marco took one.
Well, that's only three, like, an extra swing is only 2 or 3 seconds, and he just gained back 6, so just like small
Was it
movement
6
things.
in total? I thought it was only 4. Oopsie, my bad.
So, like, that's how it's going to be. Obviously, he's probably hoping for Bruggles to miss Woodward. I'm going to assume that he's watching the stream. I know some people do it differently. Some people don't want to watch their opponent's progress. I know Marco does. So he's probably watching Bruggles, knowing how far behind he is. Maybe we'll see some riskier strats to try and catch up. Maybe that's what Nimzo was doing when he did that jump attack in Castle. That was trying to make up some time, but it's like did not pay off.
Catch up. Yeah, I feel like some of those risky strats can be a little bit too much, you know, and can definitely hurt you a lot if you end up missing them.
And of course, he's probably hoping for Bruggles to miss Goodwood and for him to get it, but like, you can never rely on those things. And really, the way it's going to happen if this race evens up is going to be second by second, small strats.
Oh, you know, Zach out here spoiling his own run right now. He puts a bonk in here.
I'm going to ask for Zach to get timed out if that happens again. Because Zach, please don't spoil. Please, I beg you.
Last
That
time,
was one of the
Zach likes to spoil his own runs for us.
Your
all the
last
time.
races were so infuriating to watch because there'd be some tense moment and then you'd post in chat exactly what happened and then 10 seconds later it would happen. It's like, God damn it. Let us watch. That's right. Demon's got the angry demon noises, got the hammer on deck. Yeah, that's what you call a legit speedrun or not. That's quite subjective.
Yeah, what you mean by are there any opportunities for legit speedruns after Temple? That's a bit of a broad statement, and I don't know what you mean by legit speedruns.
Zach and Bruggles like tied to the frame.
Okay, look at these guys getting up right together.
Although, what the hell? Does Bruggles have better loads? That was funny. They were like frame tied doing bit, and then Bruggles woke up faster.
Yeah, that's a little bit weird.
Bruggles quietly on Nintendo. Don't tell anyone.
Like, definitely quite awkward to see one get it. Yeah, and he is just a little bit ahead right now. Like, oh, and now they're lined back up. Ahead, Zach takes small lead. Okay.
Again, though, the differences that matter is Zach versus Nimzo. So Nimzo is now getting that nut. Will we see spider skip from either of them? This is another opportunity for.
Yeah, another opportunity to gamble time to RNG here. You definitely can. Is the bug strictly RNG? So I mean, you probably know more than me on that. But
the spider. Oh yeah, the way it turns, yeah. But I think Nimzo's going to be able to skip it, and he's going to go for it. ZachLink being forced to skip it because he failed to kill it with the nut. Oh no, Nimzo, the spider saw him in time. It's okay, he can still get past it.
Now he's good.
Time with that. Bruggles too, I didn't see, but same issue.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit rough. Oof.
Another opportunity.
That spider's definitely on. That spider is like pretty much just dictated on its own RNG pattern, and you're kind of stuck just waiting for it if it ends up looking your way.
Well,
wait it out.
It was also the fault of Zach and Bruggles for failing to kill it, if that was what they attempted to do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bruggles goes for getting the nut, so I'm guessing he failed to kill it, unfortunately. Which that is controllable. Is there any reason why sometimes that nut misses? Is it just like having a bad like angle on the log or whatever, or having like a bad position on it?
Zach getting a 2-hop, that's the best. Smallest number of hops for Ook. Nimzo losing a couple of seconds to Ook already, just from the hop.
Yeah, these hops, another case of early game RNG that we have, unfortunately here.
Marco also not able to skip the spider, but at least successfully killing it.
Just quickly gets the 9 and gets the good throw there.
Nimzo +7, that's he's making the time back. Marco +122, again, that's like 15 seconds he just saved over Bruggles, coming back slowly. But of course, right after Gale, which Marco is still yet to get, but the others have it, is the famous Gorge Void. So, let's wait and pray.
You can actually see on Bruggles split. I think he's a little bit behind right now. I'm actually gonna go zoom in and see. Yeah, he's about 13 seconds behind from PB, but that's a pretty good early game to take. Zach is 1 second off of PB.
Yeah, I think his PB, he didn't have the greatest start either, but
That's still really good though. I know a lot of his time save in his run actually lies in Arbiter's Grounds, quite a lot.
Marco getting
And-
so many hops. I didn't see how many that was, but
Man, that was
he was
brutal.
not impressed with that.
Marco was not sitting pretty. He's not having the greatest run. Man, looking
Some
at his
his
face
faults,
expressions right
some
now.
not.
Wrong thing.
14 hops for Marco.
That's impressive.
That's brutal.
Zach walking into the trigger, chance for Nimzo to overtake.
Thank you for the
And
good
there
luck
it
to all
is.
the runners.
So Nimzo takes the lead. Zach, who was ahead by 10 seconds from the start. Nimzo even voiding, but in the lead now.
Nimzo,
Zach
it feels like
doing
Nimzo has
back
some.
as well.
Nimzo has some of the most intimidating force escapes out here. He literally feels like he does it like instantly. Like this man just goes so fast at those escapes.
Yeah, a fast escape like that does an oddie escape after the former world record holder. Nimzo trying to take that for his own.
Definitely, and we see a lot of Nimzo's early game being some of the most intimidating parts of his runs. Actually, all of it's extremely well done, but like what most people say he's known for is a lot of his incredible early game. He pulls out times that feel almost impossible.
Build my beauty.
Zach, focus on the run. We're watching a race. We want to see the outcome. Nimzo going to be the first to attempt Gorge Void.
Yeah, all three runners are actually approaching the Gorge Void. Nimzo's gonna be the first one. Everyone, let's get ready to press A in the chat with Nimzo on the right frame.
That getting hit, he's going to have to get a backup heart for Rupee Roll. Nimzo gets
A
it.
on one.
Zach
A
also
on two.
gets it.
And come on, A on three.
Bruggles does not. There's a chance for Marco to make up a whole minute.
Bruggles
Zach hoping
unfortunately
for good
missed
luck
it.
here from the grass. And gets it. Very fortunate. If you don't know, this next trick, Rupee Roll, is not possible if you have one heart or less. You slip off the fence, so he really, really needed to get a heart from that bush. Fortunately, got it without too much trouble. Nimzo over Rupee Roll.
I'm very interested to see. Does it guarantee that you get the slip? Because I know for most people say that the LJ over for Po1 skip has a similar thing. If you're low HP, it's extremely hard to do, and some people thought it was impossible. But we've seen people like JD actually do it with like half a heart, right? Is this one completely impossible? If you
It's
have low
literally
HP?
impossible. Yes, the old post skip method with backflip was also literally impossible. The new
Okay.
post skip is possible with critical health. It's just I don't know,
It's just
roll
a
timing is
lot.
tighter or something. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I think it's a
Rupee
lot
Roll,
tighter.
It's just not possible.
I was very interested to see if they had a similar concept. I just wanted to make sure. Alright, we're having Marco come up to his Gorge Void. Luckily for him, Bruggles missing Gorge Void is kind of a lot of time save he really wanted to see.
It's a big opportunity for him. Let's see.
They're gonna end up-
This could cut the difference by a minute.
They're gonna be seeming a lot more separated. I was really early.
Marco gets it.
Good stuff to Marco. That is exactly what he wants to see for this run in order to catch up. That should bring back a lot of his time that he just lost off of a lot of the stuff that's happened in his early game.
Bruggles also decided to go to Lineru first after missing Gorge Void. You have a choice of going straight back to Elden or to Lineru. I honestly forget which is faster. People have different ideas and timings for everything.
When
Honestly,
it comes
best to do what you're comfortable with.
I know for the timing, it literally is, it comes down to like a singular equip if you go to Elden. And so it's pretty much the case of so many people are used to going to Linear, they don't really care to switch over. It's about an equip. It's really not crazy amounts of time if you go out inside.
Yeah, as Keaton was saying before, because Bruggles did not get Gorge Void, he's going to be doing a different route. So it's going to be hard to directly compare him to Marco until they each get the Elven Vessel. But that is about a minute time loss, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to look very much like he's really ahead of Marco until there's going to be a point where they're going to kind of... We might see them getting Elven Vessel very similar, around the similar times to each other. Because of this.
Yeah. Because again...
Nice job. Nice job on the pillar, by the way, Bruggles.
Yeah, he was real tight on the air there. The Gorge Void is just better movement to get to Elden and getting map warp because, of course, you still need map warping, but you want to get to the vessel first. Zach, again, having trouble with Escape, doing the same backup.
Forge, that's going to separate him and Nimzo out a decent chunk from each other now.
Bruggles is missing the handle for the gate. Not the kind of stuff you want to see.
I feel like that happens. It happens to the best of us, you know? Just kind of going a bit too much of a curved roll there. Oh, the slime blocking his roll too. Oof.
Hey, Gligar, you're welcome to beat all the dungeons in any percent if you want.
Also, thank you so much for making, or was that a setup you found for UMD? Like, kind of bringing that into light, that I feel like that really breathed some good air into AD, by the way. That was really cool to see that stuff come down.
Me? No. I had nothing to do with that. I simply made a video on it. That was all Ek and Dragon Bane.
I remember you said it wasn't you who found it, but you're definitely the person who like posted it, and that helped like explain it to a lot of, or that helped people with setups and stuff like that. And I feel like the video was very helpful. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I know that
I'm glad the video is helpful, but again, I simply posted a video of a setup that Ek made. I had nothing to do with the discovery of anything.
Yeah.
In fact, people who haven't been watching either, I imagine a bunch of you are here from Adam's run, where he was doing that new route. All dungeons, which is not what we're saying here, this is any percent, but all dungeons has had so much change recently, and it's still changing, and the route is also very difficult, so faster, but harder.
Nimzo, isn't
this comfortably?
Are most people considering this route to be one of the hardest routes that we've seen? Like, period, for TB? Like, that's,
well,
the
I don't know.
AD route definitely seems pretty brutal.
It hasn't existed for very long, so it's hard to judge. But it's hard so far.
We'll see what the more practice people get.
Teleclip, very clean.
That was a very good one. That was an instant clip, and he's literally just going in right now. I think he should be fine, more than fine on air. We have Marco tagging on. It's gonna like we said before. It's gonna look like he's actually tagging on a bit behind, but he is not too far away from Bruggles.
Yes, I remember. He looks like he's behind, but he's already got in the portal in Elden, whereas Bruggles is yet to go there. Zach as well. This this gate is cursed today. I think the biggest difference has been forest escapes, to be honest. Zach had a good lead at the start, and Nimzo even with a void, not the best movement, but forest escapes been the biggest thing for Nimzo taking the lead. Getting popular tech there.
The sections and aiming of this run, like I feel like a lot of people don't put enough a lot of focus on it, but that's definitely one of the areas where you see a lot of people actually can save time in, and you clearly see people like Nimzo is able to just claw back time on very quick aiming and not much effort in setting. Like, he's very tight and quick about getting his setups, which definitely saves some time on a lot of runners.
Spacing on that roll stab was impeccable.
Ooh, yeah, that was pretty good.
Zach, another bonk. So this is the new movement we've been talking about. I think Bruggles, we saw it already because he went to late bed a bit earlier because of the route.
Currently, all three have done it. All three have done it. Other than right now, Marco. We're gonna see if he does it.
He does. I know that he does. But
Okay.
it's funny. That's another case of just assuming that LJAs are faster, but that is actually the Wii Strat and has been the Wii Strat since 2009. Or was it 2011? Basically, a long time ago. Is the point. Until this year, basically, GameCube was always doing LJAs, but they're not necessary always. Yeah, Twilight Princess, I guess most of the games before it, you'd be used to seeing Japanese, but Twilight Princess came out in kind of a reverse order to other games. Well, Zach is not in first. Nimzo was ahead of him.
And in terms of Zach versus Nimzo, no, Nimzo is in the lead currently. We have Nimzo claiming the prize for Deku Toad, and then Zach answering Deku Toad.
Oh yeah. Whoever's audio is being used isn't necessarily an indication of who's in first place. It's just, I don't know, whatever the restaurant decide.
Yeah, it typically ends up being who has a very clean audio and whose audio they want to use. They switch off between a lot of the different runners at times. Good job on that kick rock flip over there by Bruggles. I just caught that for a quick second. That trick isn't
Bruggles.
It's not too hard, but if you end up missing it, it can eat away a lot of time.
Since missing Gorge Void, he's been playing really well, but it's the small things aren't as helpful to him, but definitely going to be mitigating how much he'll give back to Marco.
Yeah, how much time, but it's gonna be kind of exciting because we're gonna see them really be by each other soon.
Yeah, I'm glad that it's never fun when races get a huge separation early on.
Yeah,
so as unfortunate as it is for them, I'm glad that it comes a bit closer because it gives a bit more pressure.
It gets more pressure. It's more exciting for us to commentate for one thing, and also definitely brings more excitement to the audience to see two runs. Because definitely TP, we've had races where it's like early game ends a runner's race, right? Where it's so much goes bad, right? That it's like, well, there's so much.
We've had a lot of races. So getting shot while in the water. We've had a lot of races here that have been so close up to Zelda, kind of more than you'd expect.
It is quite insane the quality of races that we have had, and definitely the competition that we've had between people. Like the amount of sheer hard will and competition that we've had between all these racers. All four of these people played extremely well during this tournament, and so many of the other racers who are no longer in the race did extremely well. They've made it. This is probably one of the most exciting. I don't know about old Wolfdashes. I don't know. How is this compared to the old Wolfdashes? Since I know you were part of the last one a lot more.
Oh, the last one, the finals matches, it's basically Nimzo and K's ruled at the top, and that was so close. Like, for example, the grand finals last year between Nimzo and K's finished within 6 seconds, and that was when Nimzo did not have the PAL version, so...
that is... I remember. I've heard that story.
Very close finish. But definitely this year, the level of competition's been much more even throughout.
Yeah, it definitely feels like we've seen a lot of people just step up, and a lot of everyone seemed to really be pushing this game to a new level. It's incredible to say that this year alone has already had 2 number barriers broken. We have seen the first 53 this year and the first 52 this year.
Yeah, although a lot of that is also because of the first 53 was definitely very, very overdue. Like Nimzo and K's and Demon also had 53 paces 2 years ago, but stuff never came together until this year. Maybe not 2 years ago, but a long time ago. but it's great that now finally it got shattered, and then it's like all it took to get to 52 was that extra 10-second save from in Snowpeak, which we'll see later on. And it's like that was the break people needed to PB by a minute.
I saw you making a joke earlier. You're like, wow, we find 10 seconds, and apparently people were pulling a minute. It's like, huh. Quite interesting to see this trick really pushing people to the new limits.
Yeah, it reminds me actually of the keys stealing the visitor's attention. Reminds me a bit actually of Skyward Sword. Back when pre-RBM, when Skyward Sword was still like around 5 hours. I can't remember what trick it was, but there was some new trick that got found that saved something small, like 10, 15 seconds, maybe more than that. And I remember like directly after Nimzo got a PB by like a minute and a half, people were like, what? This doesn't add up. 10-second time save, 1 minute PB, how did that happen?
We just gotta keep finding these small time saves for Nimzo apparently. He's gonna keep pushing, going to just find more time.
It's a bad habit he has.
Bad? I think that's an amazing habit to have. So right now we're seeing some of the time loss that Bruggles is going to be having against Marco. He's having to, A, he had the force escape again. B, he had to jump over Mailman again. C is now going to have to do Gorge Void. And all of this could have been mitigated, or he's going to have to jump the Gorge. He doesn't have to do Gorge Void, but he's going to have to jump the Gorge with Ruby Roll.
And I've only paid attention to it now, but if you see the estimate sitting at 3 hours 10 minutes, do not be surprised if everyone in this race gets sub 3. We're at that level here. Yeah,
all these runners are extremely good, and a lot of them are very well practiced right now. I think Zach might be Zach has been bouncing between SPM a little bit. He's also been playing a good amount of TP, and yesterday I believe he got a time very close to PB.
I think Zach's been struggling with the mental barrier of 54, but definitely in pretty good form. So it's hard to feel in good form when you're racing against someone who just got a 52.
Definitely, and I think partially some of it might be from him also really pushing at SPM. He's been pushing in both games for really challenging times, right? It's not like he's very high up there in both these games. Definitely, I think once he passes that 54, the 50 breaking the 55 here, you'll probably feel you'll be really pushing stuff down.
And now we're going to see Bruggles and Marco converge. As you said, Bruggles going to be getting the vessel right about now, and Marco are going to be walking straight back. So I think Bruggles still in the lead, but probably only by like 20 seconds now.
Yeah, not too bad. It is going to be a lot closer. I think it was a 48-19 was when he picked up vessel. I think I missed it off by like a second, so that's why I'm saying 19. And a 48...
Yeah, 18-second difference.
36. Nice.
So
very close to each other.
That's going to help Marco's mood a bit, and Bruggles going to be feeling the pressure. I mean, maybe... I feel like Bruggles might be someone who wouldn't watch the stream just to not get distracted.
I think if I recall from last time, I don't think Bruggles does watch the stream. I don't think he does at all.
And it's definitely sensible for your mentality. Like sometimes it's helpful to know where you compare, but like often it actually wouldn't change anything you do, any of your strats. So it's just adding extra pressure.
Yeah, typically knowing if you're, I mean, I guess the one advantage you have is if you notice that you're behind or ahead of someone, right, you may decide, hey, I need to go for more risky stuff to make sure that I can try and catch up. But oftentimes that can really be quite a gamble in TP. A lot of our strats you're not really going to start ditching or abandoning strats out of nowhere.
Also, a petition here, haven't talked about it yet, but later on in the run, we need to have 300 rupees to warp the cannon, repair the cannon, excuse me, to get to City in the Sky. And ZachLink actually does a bit of a different rupee route than Nimzo. So just there, he wasted like a small amount of time, marginal, to get an extra yellow rupee, just 10, to try and make it more possible for him to skip getting rupees later on. So you can see, I think Bruggles was actually the worst on rupees, only 17. Marco only 18.
We're definitely gonna be seeing Zach trying to push to get a high rupee count just so they can skip this red rupee chest that'll be coming up later. It will allow him to do a little bit of a cool movement that will be different than everyone else's. But it only saves a little bit of time. But it's definitely, if you can get used to the rupee route, it can be kind of worth it. It does kind of hinder upon your RNG, and there are situations where you don't take it just because of what your rupee count is. I'm already.
Go on.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm figuring you already know all the extra areas that he ends up going, or all the extra little things he does to go get extra rubies.
Yeah, I'll try to point them out when they happen.
Yeah.
Both getting bomb house skip as Wolf very comfortably.
Nice, that trick is decently hard to end up getting. That one seems like a bit of a struggle.
And to be honest, I don't understand Nimzo's run. He started off quite poorly, to be honest. 734 iron boots, and then like voiding and castle. I don't know what was going on. Almost died. Was it half a heart going for EMS? Yeah. But then since then he's been playing like pretty solidly. Like a 46 vessel in a race, that's nothing to scoff at.
He's going quite intimidatingly fast for someone who literally voided out and had to do safe bit and bonked out a gate to start off the run and had a bad bow.
Yeah. I mean, remember, like, those are all only actually like 10-second time losses in isolation, but yeah, makes you think.
Man, it's like he has something special with his early game. Like, he really does just go so fast.
Well, let's not put him on a pedestal.
Yeah.
He's been, especially when right now he's comparing to his PB. I guess you can't see it on the ZSR stream, but on our commentator feed, we've got everyone with their splits showing as well, and he's saved some time back on his PB from Gale to Vessel, but it's also because I think his early game and his PB, which was earlier today and was offline actually at the start of that run. It's like it wasn't such a hot start, but a really, really strong middle game.
Yeah, and definitely not to put him on pedestal. We've seen other people who also pull out really, really good. We've seen other people pull out really, really good early games, really, really good mid games.
So this has been a really good Elden.
Yeah, it definitely has been.
Was that a sub 640? 639? That's an amazing Elden from Nimzo. And it looked a bit dodgy for a bit there. That Wolf Bombhouse skip had to reposition.
This is it's two separate races. So it's ZachLink versus Nimzo and Bruggles versus Margaret to answer your question.
Yeah, we'll probably try repeating that every now and then because we'll have new people coming in, and it's a bit confusing. You see 4 races, you think it's a 4-person race, but yeah, no, this is ZachLink versus Nimzo is winners finals of the Wolfdash bracket, Wolfdash 3, that's been happening since the start of the year. And Bruggles and Marco losers semi-finals. This is the top 4 right here.
Zach and Nimzo are already done with their Eldens. They're going to be starting up and getting ready to go start Lineru. It feels like he drew a little bit more time out of Zach from during that Elden Vessel, definitely by a little bit.
Yeah, that Elden Twilight, like 6:39. That
Yeah,
just
it's
barely misses his goal. That's an insane Elden time.
it's gonna be interesting trying to see Zach try and keep up. I wonder if he's gonna be able to find the time to make it up here.
Yeah, and I guess that's another thing. People are used to seeing randomizers on ZSR. This is a vanilla speedrun. The old traditional.
Yep, this is the winners bracket and this is the you know what they are. I'm trying to remember their names.
I mean, I guess you could say it as they're all using the same seed. The seed that's built into the game at launch.
Yeah, you know, true. It's just a feed where all their items happen to be vanilla. Also, I like the attention to the detail there. If you see that right, you saw Nimzo pushing that little bug just to get him a little bit further close to the bridge.
Yes, across a 6:39 Elden. I couldn't watch most of it. Well, it's hard to see everything because, you know, 4 races at once, but that's a really good Elden. I'm struggling to not keep talking about it.
That's okay. Everyone's getting out of Elden now. We're all about to be starting Laneru. Let's hope that we can see everyone have a good Laneru section here and see if he can keep up with these really good Twilight sections.
That rupee bush really helping Nimzo out.
Oh my
So
goodness.
generally with the rupees here, you want to get to 40 by the end of Laneru or just under, so that you can make up the rest with 3 red rupees and then 2 oranges to get to 300. Zach is already above 40. He's trying to get to 60 so that he can skip a red. But Nimzo already is going to be happy with his rupee count.
Yeah, he is more than fine with this ruby count. There's already a couple other sections where he's going to find rubies during this. Well, has a high chance of getting a couple ruby drops. Not only that, if it really comes down to it, in the final PO that we get in AG, well, there's a good chance of you getting at least 2 rubies. The average would be around 3. So he is pretty set already. Did you find something recently where you talked about people should try out unbuffered on that trick? Waterfall side hop recently.
Yeah, I didn't find it. It's been a thing forever. But no,
yeah,
no,
it's just
buffering it
saying
isn't
that not as
actually
bad.
necessary.
Also, I was a little bit dumb. Nimzo does waterfall side hop, so he literally already gets the rubies from that, so he doesn't have to care anyway. He gets the
he's
rubies
set now.
He's already at 40.
These lily pad bugs
These lily pad bugs are really hurting him.
giving him some trouble.
He can't climb up on the lily pad. That's a little rough.
Yeah, fun fact with that. Oh my god, it's still that was. Oh, was that like 20 seconds or something?
That is a lot of.
If you're familiar with the what's it called? The fence clip entering Arbiter's grounds as Wolf, and Wolflink's head kind of turns sometimes towards the Bulblins and makes it harder to clip. Oh my god, these rupees. It's the same thing just there. Wolflink's head turns towards the bugs, and sometimes that means he just won't climb the lily pads, and it's infuriating.
Also, that's a pretty big F to Zach. He missed the waterfall side hop, getting the one of the early frames being that he falls down there and has to do a hook claw shot back up there.
Yeah, hook shot.
Yeah, I was very tempted to say that. Also, Nimzo is literally swimming in money right now for what he's going for. If he had picked up that 10 in the hotel, he would be more than on pace to go take out or to skip that red ruby chest.
I mean, he might be considering it already. What is this? 48. No, he's probably going to try and get like a blue, maybe an Arbiters, and then skip a red. That's impressive. Bruggles.
Really, he's been getting some really good luck on these drops.
He has only one less than Zach, and Zach got an extra 10.
Yeah, I don't think Zach has been getting too much. Zach is 52 seconds behind getting Vessel. Better early frame than late frame, at least. Yeah, definitely, for sure. If you get late frame, you are going to be resetting.
Well,
We're saving and
we're
quitting.
we're
Saving and
the
quitting.
game.
Saving and quitting. I meant yeah. Reset the game, not the run. Not too bad of a lily pad bugs over by Bruggles. This could be where Marco could lose. No, pretty good, pretty decent lily bugs too. Nimzo had a lot of time lost
Oh,
to
that-
lily pad bugs.
That getting the blue rupee from that bush. I don't know the odds on that, but it's not common.
Wow.
He's
That is
very comfortable to skip a red.
Yeah, he does not have to worry at all. He definitely could just pick up one of the blues and then rely on at least one stall child in that final room, giving him the last ruby he needs. And with tons of backup rubies all over, he even has another one by the small key chest with the redead, where he gets a ruby in that jar too. Actually, all of our runners are pretty set on their rubies. They don't think any of them have to worry at all. Like, all of them are very comfortable. 41-41. And of course,
we're talking a lot about it. In the end, it's not actually a big difference. It's like a few seconds to get an extra red. But
yeah,
it's
it
nice.
can be like
It's nice when it comes
seconds.
together cleanly.
If you get it, then it's very nice to get that free, like that little bit of extra. It is time save. You can go out of your way, or in the time when tiers are breaking and getting these small free rubies that you can't get while you're waiting for the tier to be collectible. If that bug really does not want to come down for Nimzo, he messed up trying to make sure that it came down there. Marco and Bruggles was still very close to each other. Yes, you can manipulate that bug to drop early, Glagger. And isn't there also talk that you can manipulate the other one in the one watchtower to also
Bug
make sure?
Nimzo, what the hell is it doing?
I have no clue what that one is doing.
It was right up at the ceiling of Fire's cannon.
Yeah, he was literally out there. I've seen one time where it literally just sits out like all the way, like it kind of goes pretty far out in the water, and I'm like, but I am right, CB. Do you know about that too? For this bug, I know it's based on the way you hit it, right? Kind of makes it so that it comes down quicker. And hasn't there been talk that that's also the same case for the watchtower bug over in Elden?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah, the way you break them out of the box or the pots.
Can I envy you?
You get to wake up to see 2 exciting race results.
Yeah, it's definitely been a good race so far. We have some really exciting people very close to each other. We definitely have Bruggles and Marco right down there we're kind of doing, or we're going to be watching them do a repeat of each other pretty much. Bruggles just a little bit ahead.
Clean by Marco. Getting the sight up onto the ledge.
Marco has been playing very good, and I think has made the time go below 10 seconds, or very close to it at least. Wow, that warp is really long. That load there. I just noticed that. That is a really long warp. F to Marco. He got hit by the bug and then missed the attack. And now the bug is...
Did you see that? It like juked him.
yeah, he is kind of far out in the water now. And it's also in the water.
Yeah, so if you don't know, if the flying bugs, they have a different like death animation if they die in the water or on land. So you really want to get them to die on land, so they explode much faster. So that's just, again, insult to injury.
Also, even funnier thing, if you guys were here before for the 100% race and you saw Deesh actually in that version, it's even worse because the bugs sink all the way to the bottom of the water in version 1.0. Good job on these rehits here from Nimzo. Nimzo has definitely separated himself out and has quite the lead upon Zach right now.
Not the best of an area, but still keeping his lead solid.
Still very good, and to his splits, he's playing really, really well, which is intimidating when we're talking about the world record holder splits.
I mean, remember that his PB from today, the start was the weak part. So
yeah, is it the late that ends up being completely? Unfortunately I didn't get to see any of it. I was doing the hundo commentary. I didn't even know he was running for a little bit.
Oh right. Wait, you've been commentating all day. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is I think this marks right now like 9 hours or so.
Wow, what a trooper.
No, when they started talking about that they need a commentators for this one, I was like, there's no way I'm not gonna watch this one get commentated. I love Zach, I love Nimzo, I love everyone in this community, and like definitely these final matches need to be the ones that get restreamed. Like it is more than
yeah, I'm
worth
glad.
it, you know.
I'm glad there's finally been a race at a time that I'm available to commentate, because I've been wanting to commentate for a while, but it just hasn't come together.
Yeah,
So
I was hearing. Wasn't it last year you commentated for a lot of these?
Yeah, I commentated a lot of the stuff last year. So did Bruggles. I was with Bruggles for a lot of it. MVP for this year has definitely been you and Jaquay though, commentating so many.
Oh my goodness, yeah, I think there was 1 week where I think me and him both did like, I think I did 3 and he did 3 that same week. There have definitely been some times where we've done quite a lot. Anyone doing Norgor today? I don't know. I don't know, like that one might be a little bit off the table. Though people have been memeing it after the recent PB. I feel like every time someone gets a PB, that's like the next meme that comes. It's the time to route in Norgor.
Norgor? No.
Norgor? No.
The answer is no.
I don't see JD in the race, unfortunately, Glygar. Is JD really the one who does Norgor in races?
Yeah, I mean, maybe I haven't been watching his stream much, but
he did it like once, I swear. Like I think also a couple
Demon's
people
the one
have.
I've seen doing it the most.
Demon, I see when he has a run, he doesn't feel like it's that good. He goes for it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Zach unfortunately lost a lot of time on the Nehru vessel. He's been burning like slowly some time to each of these little segments. His Elden, he didn't lose any time. But I definitely think that's one of the sections where he thinks he has time to save, which kind of sucks to see that it comes out even.
Well, like he didn't lose time to his PB, but Nimzo saved a lot over him in Elden still.
Oh yeah. We're definitely gonna see there's other sections in this game where he does have time save, and hopefully these next couple sections we can see him claw back sometime. I know there's at least 40 seconds he says in his what's it called? Arbiter's Grounds, and we might be able to see him coming out of that. Hopefully.
Again, you're talking about his PB, but that doesn't actually matter.
Oh yeah, in terms of race, yeah.
It's
in terms of race, it really doesn't.
That's like, it doesn't matter if he saves 40 seconds over his PB if Nimzo saves 50, you know? It's like...
Very true, very true.
Got to outperform the guy you're against.
It's kind of interesting to see. The bottom racers have kind of been hustling out here too, and they are both at the Howling Stone right now. Zach just got out of the Howling Stone. Nimzo was just a bit ahead of everyone and out of the Howling Stone. Bruggles and Marco seem to be still very, very close to each other, like we said before, around the 10 to 15 second mark of each other. I'll probably try and look for a good timestamp here. 944 and a
Nimzo.
1002 there.
That was a terrible and ill-advised attempt at Norgo. I guess he's listening to the stream.
Okay.
Sure, go nuts. Just
Yeah,
giving Zach a chance to make back some time.
my jaw actually dropped there. Like I had a moment. I was like,
And with that, he gave Zach the lead.
yeah, that's.
Yeah, I'm just gonna close my door. There's a helicopter outside. Classic. I guess there's some event near me that I'm missing out on because I just saw 6 planes in formation in the sky. So that's cool, but they're disturbing my commentary for this important race. So I wish they wouldn't do that.
Marco was really struggling to drop these bombs, by the way. He's fallen into the water and he dropped the bomb in the wrong area and almost blew him up when he tried to get back on. Also, yeah, when you said helicopter, did you just drop a water bomb?
Yeah, by accident.
I mean, that one doesn't matter. At least like that one's like no harm, no foul.
He probably just messed up his eclipse.
Zach leaving here, the lead against him. So, wow, this feels like it turned around quite a lot. We're about to see a major time loss on the splits for Nimzo out here.
Yeah, and this is another spot we've got some new optimizations. Zach doing the dive strat, dropping some bombs here. No damage. Nimzo.
Is that now the fastest? Is that being considered the fastest version now? Is that one?
Well, I think that skips equipping boots, and you see Nimzo's got boots, and he's going to be doing a side hop with the iron boots. I don't know. I think they're pretty similar.
So that one skips an equip, and I think is probably a little bit maybe evenish on that to the waterfall side hop. We would have to be timed. I'd actually like to see which one is really faster there. I think by the equip though, we'll automatically see that one be faster, the one that Zach did.
Ooh, wait, and regardless, Zach's still ahead.
Zach is, he's doing very good.
Into the mountain
actually,
as well.
I think we're seeing Bruggles do dive shot too. Yeah.
Not quite as clean as Zach, didn't get the best angle. That's
yeah, but still.
I think the thing with the dive, it's hard to get damageless and a clean angle, whereas side hop is surprisingly easy. It looks fancy, but again, Marco, side hop.
Yeah, the side hop one definitely looks pretty fancy when you look at it. I think all of them look pretty cool. I like it much more than the wolf method. You just like you dive in the water, you know.
It also means you can't get that random void sometimes. So annoying.
Oh. Nice to see all four people over in Snow Peak doing early Snow Peak as we speak.
And again, if you're not familiar with Twilight Princess, they ordered a glitch that disables loading zones, and the reason Zach went to Howl there is to reactivate them, because you can enter this Howling Stone even though the loading zones are deactivated. If they didn't do that and came over here to try and dig, they would crash, or not crash, but
they would just soft lock.
They would dig forever.
Yeah, like I like to say, Wolflink goes into hibernation pretty much. He doesn't come out. He goes in, then doesn't pop out the other side. We have Zach on that equip, just taking a bomb and then moving over to the claw and the boomerang. That's kind of interesting. I see a lot of people actually have claw and bombs here and dropping in here. Unfortunate freeze that Zach gets hit there.
Right at the end.
And then that piece he misses it and ends up clawing to the wall, which that lets it being a little bit awkward. Nimzo having the chance to catch up here. depending on if the keys gets to him too. You know,
Yeah,
both
exact
got
same
the
thing.
same exact. And instead he backs. Oh, this. Oh no!
Again.
Oh my goodness! He's getting mauled by the keys. Oh my goodness, Nimzo, you got.
We should just say nothing, eh?
Hey, our bad, our bad.
I hope Bruggles doesn't get frozen by a keys.
I hope Bruggles.
Oh, look at him go.
Okay,
I hope
nice,
Marco
nice.
doesn't get frozen by a keys.
Pretty please.
Horse champ.
Ooh, he, like
That
slid
keys is
right
angry.
under. That Keys was really looking to do it. I think everyone has practiced Ice Clip currently. All 4 of these runners, I'm pretty sure, will be doing the new Ice Clip in the SPR reroute.
Yeah, we're gonna see the newest time save in 500 any percent.
I actually tried
Took
that.
the Discord to its core.
Oh my
Saved
goodness,
10
10
to 15
seconds. 10 seconds? That's crazy. I actually tried it right before we did the commentary when you hopped in the call. I was messing with it. It is actually not too bad.
It's such a strange clip, and you guys will get to see how it's so different from any other clips in the game. Like most things are like there'll be a corner that you nudge into or get pushed by something. But when we get to it, which will be pretty soon, you'll get to see.
Also, no, when we
The
say 10
newest
seconds
trick.
to this, when we say 10 seconds, to the older route that we did, that's not including the fact that sometimes the LJA that people would perform over to the other side could end up staying in bounds, and it saves more time in those kind of cases where the LJA could sometimes be in bounds.
ZachLink not even bothering trying to skip the mini check.
Nimzo?
And I think that's a death. That is rough. Well, that's a huge lead for Zach now, entering Snow Peak. We get to see him get to the ice clip first. That can't feel good for Nimzo, though. I don't really know what he was...
We just saw him take a spiritual journey, apparently. Like, he just went. He just jumped. Everyone in the race now, I think, is ahead of Nimzo.
Zach finally L-slide when he hadn't actually gotten the target yet. That, though, that's unfortunate. I don't quite know where his head's at, because going for Norgor like that, I guess maybe he thought he was more ahead than he was. Maybe he was just performing for the fans, you know?
Yeah, maybe he's just trying to have a good time. I mean, he did.
Anyway.
He did.
This is the new ice clip on Zach's end, top left corner. Spinning backwards, just gets Wolflink to nudge in. He got frozen though, so not quite so clean. Then he can transform while in the ice and get right out.
Good bomb drop there. Did you see that? That was actually super well done. I like that. And yes, very true cheese. This freezer clip actually has become a little bit notorious now that the reroute has come out here, because the timing is a little bit off from what most people are used to.
Nimzo getting the hearts even though he was at full health. That's some interesting muscle memory going on there. Bruggles also getting the ice clip cleanly. No freeze for him, I don't think.
Are the rolls quicker? Is rolling onto the logs quicker than doing a good claw shot there, as we just saw Marco do?
I think they're comparable. Marco trying to stay wolf instead of transforming. Led to him getting frozen, but running up to... Nimzo, because he died as a quip, got reverted.
Oh, what?
Unfortunate. Marco now heading to freezer clip as well. Nimzo not realizing he would be repositioned in the center. This is just a series of unfortunate events for him.
Now he is very low HP when coming into freezer clip 2.
Nimzo, another death. Zach will be quietly quite happy with this. Marco gonna die as well, failing the freezer clip. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call tilt.
Oh my, yeah, this is a lot of things spiraling down one by one by one.
Getting over barely
Okay.
that time.
He's up. He's got the claw shot. Okay.
Meanwhile, Zach is just blitzing away. Got almost all the rupees he needs. Just needs to make up the difference with some reds and others.
Claw shot, nice.
But I mean, hey, it's not over yet. It's just a lot
We
harder.
definitely have-
And I mean,
we have-
especially
we have-
when we're heading right into Morpheal.
Yeah, we have quite a big contender. A very notorious boss for being a run under. And we still have more stuff like, you know, Death Sword Skip. Coming up for a little bit later.
I mean, at the level these guys are at, you know, you really can't rely on mistakes from the other player to make time back.
Yeah, definitely it's going to be more often than not that they're getting these things. Or getting these tricks. At least pretty consistently. Though, we still have seen some upsets with Morpheal overall through this whole entire series of Wolfdash. Like,
Yeah, I mean, the reason Marco isn't loses at all is because of Morpheal.
so no matter how good of a runner you are, this boss can still trip you up at times. We're seeing the lake bed, or the lake bed reroutes boss key skip right there, which is a little bit different than the LJA version.
And what you said as well, though, like, yes, nice bomb for Bruggles. Yes, even top runners can struggle with Morpheal, but you're more likely to fail, I would say, when you're tilted. And Zach is not the one tilted. He just golded his into Morpheal.
Wow, that is pretty good.
Zach's got to be feeling good, and Nimzo's the one with the pressure on him now to try and make some time back. I would not be surprised to see him go for one bomb, even though I really advise him not to, and I expect he's listening.
I expect that Zach actually, like, he's probably on less tilt. If he was tilted beforehand, watching the fact that now he is quite ahead, is probably, if he did have any tilt, is probably gone.
Yeah, Zach and Bruggles both got to be feeling good.
They both have some pretty sizable leads here.
But hey, here we go. Zach the first to try Morpheal.
It's
Nimzo,
hey, it's Twilight Princess.
Well.
Oh my goodness. I thought the root was out of bounds, I'm not gonna lie.
Zach,
I thought
like he tapped the wrong button. Still got onto Morpheal fine. Sinking down defensively. Ruggles now. Morpheal as well. Morpheal swimming directly away from Zach. Will he be able to get this? Nice.
As long as he gets the attack here, he should be okay. But
It's
the
gonna
time is gonna
be-
okay. It's gonna be okay. He doesn't have too much air, but he should have a little bit.
It's tight, but this is a slow regrab. This could be trouble. Okay, no, he was
Keeps an
fine.
OP regrab.
Oh,
He's
no.
fine. He's fine. Yeah, he was
fine,
fine.
Just trying to make it hype, you know, make it interesting. Bruggles now swimming up really high. I don't quite understand that. It's like he's just wanted to go real safe with the grab. Apparently Nimzo's stream died. It's still fine for me, but I understand that on the commentary page we're a bit behind. Bruggles getting as much air out of that bomb as he could. Marco now entering Morpheal.
Going Nimzo, like right by, actually a little bit by each other.
Yeah, if only the race was the guys on the right rather than top and bottom. Morpheal giving Bruggles some trouble, but still beating her in the end just fine.
Nice.
Right, let's see. Oh, pulling that bomb right at the end. I'm scared to see what that means for him. Marco preparing for the first grab. getting pretty good swim pattern. This
That's
he must
really,
know.
really good. He's on
He
there.
must
ready
know that it's
to
a
go.
bad idea to go for one bomb. He could here, but he has to have
But
learned.
that
Yeah.
looks so bad. That looks so bad to re-grab on though. Like if it was any other
Also,
frame, I would be telling him
excuse
maybe,
me.
but I guess that means he's going for just a second. Marco's gonna be getting that safe 2 grab, I'm pretty sure. You zoom out, making sure that he has a good angle with the more fuel head, and then when he gets this hit, this is looking pretty fine. He should be able to re-grab. I don't know what happened there. It looks like he didn't shoot, or did it clank there? That was kind of a little bit odd there. Nimzo! Is that a 1 bomb? Nimzo? Alright, Nimzo, I guess pop off. Good shit. Nimzo just got a 1 bomb. That is pretty pog. Okay, that's a little bit crazy to see. Good shit to Nimzo. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I feel bad for Simi. He left at like the wrong moment for that. Is gonna take quite a lot more though for him to be able to catch up. Even though that 1 bomb will definitely save him a bit of time on Zach, who got a clean 2 bomb. It's definitely gonna take a little bit more for him to catch up. Still very, very impressive. That is crazy to see. I did not expect that we were gonna see a 1 bomb out of this race today. He is definitely going for literally everything crazy so far. Gotta pop off in public every now and then. Yeah, you know, I guess he's just looking at us like, you know, I'm in front of the stage. He's like, I got a bunch of people watching. Time to show him a good show. Try to give him an reward too. I do not think Zach got cat glitch. I was not watching if his camera is kind of off. There is a 2-second time save here that you can get if you get cat glitch. It is a specific B attack after a dash when coming up the stairs. It's going to be a forward B or neutral B. I think a neutral B when coming up the stairs. And it can save you 2 seconds. It's something that runners usually just shoot for and hope. Marco still a good amount behind Bruggles now, especially after that more fuel, losing him a bit more time. Do we see it? No, we do not. So we're having Nimzo now going up, and he's about to go right up for his attempt to get cat glitch himself. There isn't too much to talk about when it comes to this area, or when it comes to the MDH segment. It's a lot of just movement intensive areas, and the only kind of crazy thing we go for is that, like I said, the cat glitch is kind of it. We have a bit of a cool movement that will come from Zach here in just a moment, which will be kind of nice. Screwing this movement up can actually lose you a lot of time, but a lot of these top runners, they're going to be getting this really, really well. First things first, they're going to be reflecting, and like we're going to see Zach up here, he's going to be spin attacking or B attacking, many different methods, jump attacking, getting that arrow, doing little dashes over here, skipping ropes. No one got cat glitch. None of these runners got cat glitch, unfortunately. Also, we got the best catcher in the game going right now. unfortunately, enemy music will almost always be coming in to interrupt it for a little bit. And these are very good jump attacks, keeping up with very good movement throughout this MDH segment. That's very good to see. Everyone in this MDH segment, it's kind of nice to see that everyone's a little bit by each other, but definitely there are definitely some big differences between Zach and Nimzo and Bruggles and Marco right now in this current race. And he gets that first cycle too. Very good job. Top runners. They very much all are. All these people have extremely good times on the leaderboards. Quite literally, I think they are all top 10 runners, if I recall correctly. Like, they're all. Zach, being the first to get out of the MDH segment, is going to go pick up Ending Blow. All pretty simple stuff. There isn't really going to be much to go off about for a while. He gets a two-hand grab pog. That's pretty hype. That saves time there. In this game, whenever you clash out the vines, it's like a 50-50 in you getting a two-handed grab, which will save you time, and Link doing this little one-handed grab, which will literally yank, or like be holding onto the vine, and then he'll get his orientation back on there. The Sin skill is literally required for us to end the game. It's the only one that we really pick up because you need it to kill Ganon in the end. Dude, all the other runners cat jamming. After getting Ending Blow, we're gonna see, since Ending Blow is like kind of, even though it's your first skill, it's the first skill that he's getting here, and the game expects you to kind of be over in Fair on Twilight when you get it, so it's gonna literally put him over in where you would expect to get, where the game expects you to be getting this move in. It's gonna put you in a weird state of Pharaon that's in Twilight, but also out of Twilight, like the layer that's on. He's gonna warp right out and then go over and go start the segment to get into the desert, and then once he's there, you'll be doing a couple glitches to get to Arbiter's Grounds pretty quickly. Bruggles following up on the whole getting Ending Blow. There is not much to talk about, unfortunately, here. Pretty much all this is movement. A movement for MDH. You know, anyone who's like really hardcore in the TP, so we're about to watch Zach do a C-up transform. This saves you some frames. Look at that. Look at those frames he had. Like Hylia Bloom. It's pretty nice. Don't look at the waterfall. It will lag your game. Zach getting a literal, very interesting camera angle that I've ever seen for this one. I know a lot of people will go for Angry Link, crotch cam. There's a bunch of different angles that you can get here. Yeah, it definitely gives you a nice camera angle for the ladder there too, Ligar. Yeah, really, I'm trying to think of more things we can go on. Well, we're about to see our favorite little clown guy. This is Fire. Ruby count is a good sign. I mean, that is a pretty nice Ruby count, I'm not gonna lie. Make sure you're focusing on the run though, Zach. You're in it. You're in this race. Oh, what I was gonna say though, Fire is the guy who kind of gates off of the whole entire game. But you need to talk to him. Like we were gonna talk to him 3 times, access different areas. He was used to get to up Lake Hylia to get Zora's Domain. He's also used for right now to get into Gerudo Valley Desert or Gerudo Desert, and then he'll be used later on in the run, right after this temple actually, to go to City in the Sky. Our cool little clown man, used all the time. Who's in the head? So it is 2 separate races. The number of messages sent while running, you know, because I think legitimately only Zach would be the one winning it, because he's the only one who's been sending messages off. Who's in the head? So for Zach versus Nimzo, we definitely have Zach in the lead currently. And then for Bruggles versus Marcos, we have Bruggles. You're wondering how this came to be? Marco had a rough time in a lot of areas throughout this run. He did not get first try. He struggled in, I think, somewhere in SPR. He struggled over in Hugo or SNS. And SNS, he got second try. Bruggles did not, is the only one who did not get the Gorge Void. There's been a lot of stuff that's kind of crazy in these runs. We had Nimzo go for Norgor in this run, too. Quite the eventful race, legitimately. We just watched Zach do map glitch to disable void out zones, all that kind of stuff, and then he literally beat his tag into the. He does an LJA out of bounds, so then he goes and jumps into the loading zone of it. It goes all the way up and down, so he just literally jumps into it. This game's races are BS and could go any way, no matter who's better. Yeah, legitimately, true. Yes. Also, though, Nimzo did go for Norgor. That one is a little bit crazy. Typically, if you go for something like Norgor and you fail it, that one's kind of on you, unfortunately. Seeming now leave the call, he just had to go sour for a little bit. He will be back soon. Zach already entering AG, being the first one. He definitely has quite a lead over on Nimzo right now. To PB, he's actually doing really well. He's caught up a lot of his time now. Zach is very close to actually to have a good amount of time save over in here, if he plays his cards right. Though Nimzo does play these, don't count Nimzo out fully yet, though he is very, very behind. He is a very fast runner and can definitely catch up some of the time if Zach makes too many mistakes here. You get the 54, Zach? Man, I'm really hoping to see this. He's been pushing really hard for it. Even a PB would be outstanding to go see in a race setting. Max, I mean.
Hey. Back to see that Zach is only barely behind his PB. Nimzo's still lagging a bit behind.
Yeah, he's been doing very good through the MDH segments. There were no mistakes. He also went for that little gamble of he shot the claw shot to get up to the the ending blow. thing and got the double hand grab there, so he saved a little bit there. So like smile, I guess. You know.
Nice. Marco going setup-less for that LJA, and it's definitely not paying off this time.
I guess if he's watching the restream, he feels like he needs to be going for some of these crazy things to try and catch up some of this time. He is definitely still very, very behind.
I know that he does do that normally, but he was adjusting a lot more than he needed to. Again, like you said, though, the pressure of being the one that has to catch up makes everything harder, unfortunately.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be sitting in the position of needing to catch up here, and it is by quite a lot of time. Oh, race ain't over. Good po one skip by Zach.
And Marco about a minute 20 behind. Nothing he can't make up, but it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be. It is more up to what Bruggles messes up on than more of how. Like it's a bit of depends on what Bruggles ends up screwing up on and what how well Marco does in those sections that he screws up on. And how well
Marco just has to. That's the thing with races. It's like you can't actually influence what your opponent does. It's not like a fighting game where you beat them directly or play against them directly. It's just you have to do as best you can while they're doing as best they can. But all he can do is just keep,
or you get RNG, right? I like Zach.
Yeah.
That's a little
or
bit.
that.
Just a wee bit. Sometimes you can have some time to get. Unfortunately, Bruggles is missing po one skip, and he's gonna. Wow, that was right by the frame of him dying. That's pretty nice. He didn't actually get sucked up by the quicksand there. Okay, good. That will be a bit of time save that Marker can get if he gets it first try. Yo, hold up.
Oh no, what?
That Moldorm really doesn't like Bruggles.
He knows the backup movement though, so that's good.
Yeah, he does. This is very, very smart movement here. And now we just do the LJA this way.
This is why everyone watching, know your backups. That could have been a catastrophic mistake had he not known what to do instantly.
Definitely you'll see that with failing boss key skip. Those who actually know the vine clip method and other ways to get in, they have a much better time recovering off of that kind of stuff too.
And I see Zach's got his comfy rupees already, doesn't need to get the green here. This is another spot where you'd sneak in another green rupee while waiting for this red from the red.
Yep.
But doesn't need it. Just needs this red.
Yes, he doesn't care about side hopping. He's just gonna take the red ruby tax just so that he's gonna go grab it later. Because the next one's gonna be a lot harder to kind of side hop off of. Zach literally ahead by like a whole po over here.
Yeah, he's
on everyone.
Keeping it clean.
He's been playing very well throughout the segment, and this is a portion. I don't want to really say anything. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna kind of let it go. And yeah, right now 3 of the runners are literally all in the same po room. That is quite literally impressive to see.
Nimzo deciding to try and skip the rupee as well. Getting that blue there. He's gonna have to make up a few extras though.
Let's go for Speedrun. Remy to the rescue there. Good job on doing that trick correctly.
I love that. Remy to the rescue. That's a good one.
Yeah, he's so good. It's so good. I think Beast is the one who came up with that. Nimzo is playing very well. Although he has really, in the other sections, has really put a tamper on his pace. And he's also, did he just get the blue ruby to style? I guess?
Oh, he needs it. Oh, I get. No, you're right. What? Why did he? Maybe he's skipping
just
another
got the
red.
red ruby? Maybe he's skipping the other red? Well, I know the next one he's not going to skip because that one's like the least time-consuming one. Is this next red right here?
I mean, also, if you're Nimzo and you just got a world record this morning, like, this is winner's bracket. He doesn't. There's actually not a whole lot on the line for him right now.
Yeah, you know, to be fair, he could just be having a good time. Like he kind of already did push himself today, I'm guessing. That's exactly the reason why I think Zach picked up that room text before. Okay, that was very unfortunate.
We're fine.
He's fine. That's just a little bit unfortunate over there. Very good claw shot aim up to there from Nimzo.
Marco getting hit off the. Oh, what do you call that? The lever.
Getting hit off the lever, it doesn't really mean all too much though, because you still have to wait for the redead to actually get up, and there isn't much. Getting hit off there doesn't really save anything.
Okay, I just want to say I found that quite funny. He just bonked into the chest and like had a negative reaction, and then split at the chest, so it looks like he lost time. But he had to wait for the rupee anyway, so it was fine.
Yeah, nothing was really lost there. I don't know, the one that really matters is actually when you're coming out here and getting hit off the lever. You know, unless Bruggles was showing that actually you want to get hit off right after you start the animation of it pushing, because it will continue after.
They're going for it too with the side hop method. Very clean. I'm gonna have to learn this one. I've not seen this one before.
That was
haven't been paying close enough attention.
Currently matching a lot of what Zach's been doing throughout here.
I've heard it's Marco's setup, so I think we're gonna see it from him as well.
Is that side hop just so really clean. Effective?
What? I have to learn this.
Have we just been missing out on something? Like, I feel like
the way that
I just
I've always seen it and done it myself is just like jumping down and running in a circle, but that side hop is clean.
Yeah, it's usually you kind of run to the left, right, and try and kite him over, and then you start pushing the lever, right? But apparently the side hop just makes it free. Like,
I'm not up to date.
Yeah, well, apparently we're slacking. No, we aren't caught up anymore. Zach with a very good movement out here.
I guess we'll see here if Nimzo gets this rupee. That getting bopped a bit. Nice cutscene. He got the rupee. Okay, I don't know what he's. Interesting strats coming out from Mr. 52.
I'm not gonna lie. There could have been a point where he picked up the blues. Like Oh wait, did Zach just do the break side thing?
Yeah.
Oh my! I literally missed it because I was literally looking at Nimzo and being like, I'm pretty sure like he might have just picked up that blue ruby to try and skip the red ruby chest, and then realized, and then just like forgotten that he'd done it, and just was like, oh, gotta get the chest.
I think you're giving him too much credit. I think he's just pissing around doing that, to be honest.
You know.
But hey.
I'm trying to give him a way out. You're okay.
Keep it interesting. Keep it interesting. Give him an out. Give him an out. Zach now at Death Sword. I think everyone here is going to go for DSS. The question is if they do slash method or not. Zach no slash, and does he do the backup? He does attempt the backup. Death Sword got stuck. I'm not sure. We'll see. Death Sword's quite far out, but this might be. Oh, he took an extra step. Yeah, nah.
Was that step that actually messed him up here? This is a trick I've been trying to pick up recently, and I struggle quite a lot with it.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I don't recommend this backup. Death Sword getting stuck again. Again, real far out. I don't know if this is. I mean, you can still get it like this, but See. Very nice.
Alright, good stuff. That second try. He's not saving
But
as
hey,
much time as
that's
he
some
wishes.
time. Yeah, some time for Nimzo.
Yeah, that
Although,
is.
hold on. Are you
That's
seeing what
some-
I'm seeing?
Yeah, that's some time for his PB. So that
But
is actually last time he says he has butchered like this segment quite often, like to the point where even if he messes up, or like in his PB he messed up a lot in AG, and so he's like, even if I mess up Death Sword once, he's like, I can still save a lot of time on PB, which we literally just saw him save 37 seconds, and that's
Yeah,
what.
so you can't see it on the ZSR stream, but Zach is now 20 seconds ahead of his 255 PB. And so the race, it's always been a race between the two of them, Zach and Nimzo, but Zach also racing against his past self now. PB is very realistic, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
Nimzo-
I do not know much more of his time saves throughout the run. I think he might have some scattered throughout Palace and other areas like that, but
Well, his best possible sitting around mid 53. I reckon he's got. I haven't seen his run, but he's probably still got some time in Palace and later.
yeah.
Regardless, there's still a whole hour for Nimzo to make up the difference. Bruggles and Nimzo are like dead tight at the moment. Marco lagging a bit behind. Nimzo missing out on those B attacks.
That was a little bit unfortunate. Not too bad. It's not too much that I'm missing that a little bit.
It's funny seeing the different strats people use for Death Sword skip. Bruggles doing that old jump attack that Demon used to do. No, not getting stuck. Good luck for both of them.
Both of them getting the good RNG. Might be what Nimzo needs to actually claw out a good amount of time right back. Yeah, that will save him some time on Zach. And good job to Bruggles too. We literally just saw two people do it. Was a little bit hard to watch at the same time.
Yeah, instinct.
Instinct Death Sword skips. Okay, Pog.
One of them got the spinner, one of them got the glade. I'm not going to try to say it.
Oh,
Marco's
wait, what is
turn.
it in German?
Yeah. I don't know, glade
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, I
Good luck
literally
for Marco
found out.
as well.
I learned recently that Fyrus's name is literally Flamatron in German.
Yeah, it's
And
You're
it's just like, and
unbuffered
good
from
job
Marco.
okay, good stuff, Marco, unbuffered. Good job there.
He's definitely watching Bruggles, trying to catch out everybody can.
I don't even want to try it. I looked at that name for a second. I was like, I don't even want to try that one.
Yeah, I don't speak German. We're not gonna go there. But hey, 40 seconds behind Bruggles, keeping it close. Zach having some trouble with Stealth Troopers and Star-Lord. Nimzo making
That was
his way
only
into
phase
the buffer.
2. Why does it feel like sometimes the second hit is sometimes harder than the third? Let's hope that rings true here. It looks like it is.
I have to say, like, I like seeing close races. I want Nimzo to bring it back close. But that would probably require some bigger mistakes from Zach, and it would be pretty cool to see a PB at this level in a race.
We got two good scenarios here. Maybe Zach makes some mistakes and ends up getting closer between him and Nimzo, or Zach keeps up this really good pace and could possibly get a PB today. Either or, I am very happy with what we've been watching. And
Yeah, regardless, a good race.
Yeah, it's already been good to see all four runners about to be entering Stallard. You know, that's pretty hype. And to have Nimzo and Bruggles literally just...
Yeah, the overlap is hilarious.
Definitely, these last few races of this tournament have been some of the best we've seen in this. Like, we had a couple definitely in some of the more middle and early sections that were really hyped too, but these end ones have been just non-stop action.
Really exciting to see. The further you get in the bracket, the tighter the play becomes. And we're here nearly at the end, and they're showing up. Though, I mean, also making some entertaining mistakes for us to laugh at.
Oh,
Zach.
no, Zach, no, get the brake side.
Ah, he's doing wrist backup. Interesting. I saw him asking about that yesterday. Although, I think maybe he only learned it recently, so that wasn't quite right. I don't know why he's going back so far. You don't need to go back all the way.
I have not seen this until NBU actually mentioned this today. Is this something very,
Force on a
very
quit. Okay, there we go. No, it's very, very old. That's a very old backup.
Very, very old. Why does it feel like everything that comes in this community is very... He's doing clockwise spins, by the way. He's saving 5 frames here if he gets them all.
Well, he's going to be kicking himself for that. I imagine that's back to behind his PB, and that's some time for Nimzo to make back, but he's still ahead. And while,
he's still
of
ahead
course,
in the race terms, he's going
it'd
to
be
still have a
great
chance.
to get a PB. What matters in the race is just how he's committing Nimzo. So while that's a tough mistake to make, he's still in good shape. Don't sweat it, Zach. All good.
Hopefully not too far behind. I think
Yeah,
he's gonna
hey,
split once he's over in here. Yeah, okay, that's only 9 seconds away from PB. He is still on an okay pace to actually.
Yeah, 155.47. That's a, for someone like him, it's a comfortable 55, 56 pace. So this is still a great run. Nimzo now, if he can get this early hit, it's a lot of time saved for him over Zach. Very comfortable.
Just like that.
Bruggles also.
Somehow, oh yeah, Bruggles got a little bit behind off the, I'm guessing, Salad RNG on the first phase.
Funny, you can't see it on the ZSR stream. Maybe if you have Marco or the other streams up on the side, though, then you get spoilers. I can see Marco keep checking over. I assume to see how Bruggles is doing.
Yeah, definitely. The good thing is he's not too far behind. He's genuinely actually not super far behind either of them.
Yeah, it's such a rough position to be put in, being the one that has to make up the time and seeing your opponent play well.
It's probably like it's like a double-edged sword. I feel like in this community, like a lot of us like to see each other do well and succeed. We're very supportive of seeing everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a race, though, you're probably like, man, you know, like slip up for a minute, you know, like give me a chance to catch up here.
Nimzo on 56, 57 pace. I mean, it's still within the realm of possibility that Zach and Nimzo could get back to close, but still looking good for Zach. Bruggles 57, 56 even pace maybe. Oh, I wasn't watching Zach. I mean, making it easier for Nimzo still.
He failed early city, but it's okay. It's not the worst time lost, but that's probably going to be something he kicks himself about later.
Marco skipping the AG heart container, same as Nimzo. Going to be going for the 4 heart palace, only getting the city heart container.
Zach also skipped it, so we're going to be seeing, I think, almost all of them, but Bruggles going for the 4 heart.
No. Zach got the Lakebed heart container, so.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
At least I think so. I spoke with such confidence, but I'm not actually certain.
So you made me believe it. So you know he did.
Oh, yeah, there we
okay,
go.
you were right.
Yeah. As if I'd ever be wrong. And hey, another one to get backup rupees.
Hey, our third time again to see fire, everyone. And now we get to hear the fun song as he builds Arcana Force. The funny thing, for people who got to see the Honda run today earlier, this is a cutscene that mandatory moves it to 12 at noon, right? The day and night cycle over to 12.
I'm not the person to ask that because I don't know anything about the day-night cycles in TP.
Sure it is. I've been trying to learn a bit more, and anyone chat can correct me. I am pretty sure it is like 12 at noon on this one.
Nimzo trouble as well with the clip.
Wait, really?
Bruggles failing as well. What is going on today?
Okay, apparently everyone's on the miss.
Marco's turn to fail.
Marco, are you gonna save time on everyone? Apparently, if you get this first. Didn't know this would be something I kept up, everyone.
That should be fine.
Yeah, you should be good.
So again,
save the time on Bruggles.
What is it, like 8 seconds or something? Clawing it
Yeah,
back.
it's gonna be just because those transforms, the segments in between transforming, there really sucks to lose time on calling them in and having to transform each time.
But hey,
Man, actually, Marco and Bruggles are very close.
yeah, always remember there's a lot of things left that can shift the time either way. Things like the city, there's places you can avoid everywhere, a alpha skip. I think especially Marco has a lot of trouble with their alpha skip, at least in the PB attempts that I've seen over the last few months. It's been one of the tricks that gives him the most trouble. Callus, lots of opportunity, and of course Zelda can always separate and decide the outcome of a race. So as long as they're keeping it close, it's realistic.
That tends to be one of the worst ways to watch people end up losing time. There is if it comes down to things like Zelda. Zach missing a couple of his shots there, but you know, still doing pretty good. He's just chugging on through. I like how Fire just like walks away with like a grin on his face as he just made 300 rubies building another cannon. Ends up behind 1 minute 26 seconds behind entering city. That's a lot of time.
Honestly, that's less than I expected though. Like with some of the things that were happening to him in Snow Peak.
Yeah, he did take quite the lead on Zach for a while, but then he threw a lot of it away to a lot of the different things he did. But he's been kind of clawing it back with some of the crazy stuff he's done.
Very nice instant LJA from Zach.
Nice. One of our first skips that's going to be coming up here is going to be getting this cutscene skip. All these runners should fly through this pretty quickly. Zach already out of it.
Even before that, seeing Marco right now transforming at this door. Failing that would be a colossal time loss.
You know, I would really hope to see that. I would very much hope that that wouldn't happen in this race. I mean, I'd be quite sad if I watched someone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would actually quite like, you know, if it doesn't decide the race, it'd be great to see something like that happen, and then the runner just like blitz out a perfect second half city. But that's the thing, like, not many people actually know now. You don't need to know how to do the second half.
Yeah, like actually having to do the second half of city like correctly. Yeah, very few people. I feel like a lot of 80% runners don't even know what you would do because it's such an uncommon mistake.
Anyone new is like, huh? What to do?
What do I do? I turn on the fan. How do I beat the dungeon normally?
Gotta know your backups.
Definitely, it's useful to know in races because though we look at it and we're like, oh, you just reset if that ever happened, if something like that, you know, failed. You have to always remember in these race settings, if you want to participate in races, anything can and will go wrong. That's unfortunate for Nimzo.
What backup is he going for? Claw shot.
Yeah, he's going for the claw shot. Nice. Good recovery.
Slightly sketchy. Slightly sketchy, but we're fine.
But having those backups for race settings are super, super handy. Because it allows you to actually keep going in case you make some of these big mistakes. A runner who knows how to back up failing boss key skip is a lot more better off than one who doesn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know Marco has since learned how to do the vine clip. Cause that's one of the ones that bit him in the past, but I mean, look, he's bounced back. He's here in losers semi-finals on the
He's
back
made
foot, but
Top
it's still
top 4
realistically
right now.
really
It's
fast.
top 4 is still extremely good to head off an attorney for, especially since this is the first one he's been in and the first year that he's been in Twilight Princess.
I mean,
Correct?
I'm sure his goal is a bit higher than top 4, given that he's third on the leaderboard right now. He's someone who would aim to win it all, I imagine, but it's never easy against these other guys. I think Bruggles
Yeah.
definitely outperforming expectations. His bracket has been so he lost to Zach in winner semifinals. Zach, who is now winning against Nimzo, but then Bruggles just like in losers beating JD, someone with a much better PB than him. Also
Yeah,
beat Beast, who at the time they were really evenly matched. He's been just performing so well.
Definitely, he's been pulling out PBs like crazy. The one thing that I will say for his race against JD, luckily he also that is unfortunate for Nimzo, that Keys. In terms of JD, the one thing that was kind of nice for him is that JD was kind of stepped away from TB for quite some time when he actually ended up racing him, which did help him out a little bit. But then he also pulled out quite the amazing thing, which he needed JD to be a little bit behind his PB. JD needed to be behind his PB, and Bruggles needed to be playing close to his PB or better, and that's exactly what he did. And ended up taking that win.
Right, everyone for a skip. Zach's the first one to try it. Going for the rolling method. With shaky hands, this is never easy. Can he find it? Not quite. Gonna have to do a backup.
Man, that sucks.
Just playing it safe, going for a void, that's sensible. Now, there's actually a backup that what Ethernet Boys posted about recently, which Zach did not do. But rather than voiding, you can claw shot your Ruffles and then just kind of stall him. Let's see if you can get the second try. Again, the shaky hands betraying him, but he gets a second try.
Nice.
solid.
That's gonna dent his chances of
Nimzo.
in a PB.
Nimzo dropping down from the ledge, failing to get a good angled jump.
That's gonna put a dent in any of the time that he could have just saved on Zach,
Yeah.
actually.
Gonna be going for it again, rather than just going for the normal method.
Definitely going for it again saves time, like for
There we
sure.
go.
It's much better to go for this one.
And now tied with Marco. Side hop, side roll down, very smooth.
Is that actually faster than doing well, iron boots down than to an auto roll?
I don't think so, but
Is it just swag? Is it just for the cool points? Like,
yeah, that's what matters, right? Swag.
I mean,
I
you
think
know,
it doesn't really. Oh, Bruggles. Speaking of, Bruggles with the one frame drop through the fan.
Nice. That actually does save a little bit of time.
Yeah, a couple seconds. Maybe
Yep,
less.
you're able to skip the cutscene immediately instead of having to fall and then skip. Is good for that reason. Thumbs up.
Bruggles, very steady aim. Gets it cleanly. Marco's turn.
Nice.
Gotta feel the
Clean
pressure.
job, Bruggles.
Excuse me. Nimzo and Marco both doing the slash method.
I actually really prefer
Very
this.
fast from Nimzo, so clean. Marco feeling the pressure. Found the target, but can he get it? Oh, barely.
Oh, no! That is rough, Marco. That is rough. He just smiles after that one too. Oh, is that this Slam Jam one right there?
That can happen. That can happen. That's rough. But hey, gotta keep going.
You gotta keep pushing on through, even after things like that happen. Yeah, he does get a second try. That's not all too bad. Bruggles is definitely
Bruggles now,
gonna
though.
be.
Yeah, pulling
he's about
away
to get more
further.
OP'd.
Nimzo, very smooth aim, but like things like that, at this point, aren't enough. Has to be the Karg almost threatening to help Nimzo out. Oh, yeah, sorry about that virus I just sent you guys.
It's just the link, truly. See me out here trying to hack into everyone's computers right now. What do you mean there are 4 suspicious blinks on the screen right now?
Good one.
Comes with that very clean OJ. He's been performing, his aim and everything has been very, very good so far in City.
Good segment, but like we say, he has to rely on mistakes from Zach or big luck elements at this point.
Yeah, there really isn't a, like, if Zach just plays even near PB, to at least a decent level of PB, he will keep up this lead. He needs to make some mistakes for Nimzo to actually be able to catch up, just from the major time differences between them.
Zach seems like not knowing about the... Well, it looks like he tried to do the forward-facing drop, but didn't quite get it. Bruggles, comfy LJ. Marco heading out there next. Nimzo. Rough. Zach's just going to keep edging him out.
ZachLink, guys, seems very suspicious. I wouldn't click on that link. I mean, he has linked in the name, you know? He has a pretty suspicious looking link.
Marco here goes for a different strat rather than the double LGA. I guess he finds it a bit risky. So extra claw shots on this right side instead. Excuse me. Taking his time. Don't know if he can afford to. I mean, what am I saying? There's still Palace and Hyrule, but it's the end game of TP is much more
controllable. Well, once we get past...
Bruggles missing a cycle there. That's a chance for Marco to make some time back. But yeah, like you say, like much less variation.
There's definitely some areas where you can lose a bunch of time, but they end up, a lot of palace ends up being your fault if you end up losing time. A lot of it isn't based on RNG, other than a singular room, which we'll definitely define as RNG. That one is pretty rough.
You mean Hell Room?
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah,
favorite.
I don't think it's people make it out to be worse than it actually is.
It's not the worst, but it's definitely an unfun room, and I feel like in race settings, it's definitely probably one of the more stressful ones.
Yeah, I mean, it has potential. If you fall, you lose a lot. Forward-facing drop from Marco, very nice.
Nice.
Oh, that rob shot from Bruggles right to the top.
Ooh, that was really clean shot there. Everyone kind of entering into Argrog first phase. We got Zach in second phase right now. Just how that just goes to show you how long the cutscene is from. Good claw shot from Marco too.
Zach lowering on the chain. Please faster flame skips.
Yeah, makes it more consistent and faster. It's very, very nice.
Oh my god.
Missing shot on.
I just spat out some of my drink. I thought he was going to cool game. He shot so early. That was... What? Don't do that.
I don't know if Marco is just like done inside, but I hope not. But he like, you're only like a single Argrog hit from when him.
Imagine a race ending like that with a cool game. Although, I mean, there has been a cool game in a race this tournament before.
True. Very, very true. You know, I kind of feel like if that happened, I'd want them to play I Believe I Can Fly, you know, and just leave it at that for that race. Everyone entering second phase, kind of around the same time. Nimzo with a bit of the lead.
Yeah, Zach
Zach definitely about to be exiting
ahead
this
of
fight.
everyone else. Nimzo, Bruggles, and Marco all pretty close together, all actually looking on to be like 58 pace maybe. But Zach is just cleanly ahead, finishing the fight.
Really good job there. And 40 minutes left in this race. Or about 40 minutes, I mean. 40 or so minutes, like 43.
Long day of TP.
Yeah, everything has been. Also, no, this even though it looks like they're only cutscene apart, that the Argrak cutscenes are literally like a minute long. Like they're pretty brutal.
Zach, gotta be feeling good. Obviously, gutted to have lost that time in arbiters and core shots, so he's no longer on PB pace. So I mean, I think it's technically still possible, but I don't know how actually realistic it is. But still, comfortably ahead of Nimzo. And that was actually a really good second half city. Oh my gosh.
He's gonna be
906. That's very clean.
Take it home sometime, you know, Zach. Every time we say your PB's not happening, you know, I look at it and I'm like, can it? What's his thumb? What's his the best possible time?
Only barely 54, so not realistic at all. But
yeah,
that was a great segment.
It's gonna be quite brutal for him to get it. There's a small chance, but he's gonna be have to be playing quite insane if he wants to actually get something like that.
And Zach now gonna be the first to head off into Palace. And definitely like end of city, start of Palace, there's definitely like that kind of mentality shift. You know you're on the home stretch. Just have to finish it out. Although, gosh, I've been paying so much attention to Nimzo and Zach. I missed Marco taking over Bruggles.
Bruggles must have messed up something in Argrak second phase. Yeah, we are literally paying attention to the top races.
I mean, I know he failed the early cycle in the claw shot room, the fan room.
Yeah, yeah, but there's gotta be something else sticking out like a sore thumb there.
That's the first time Marco, maybe he failed a flame skip. That's the first time Marco's been in the lead for, God, since the start of the race. Back in a second.
How do you feel about Palace, Nimzo? Do you like Palace? Or I mean, Zimmy? I'm sorry. I'm slightly tired. I'm actually quite interested. What is your favorite? What is your favorite dungeons in the speedrun? Simmy's gone. I like. Clarker, I'm not gonna lie. I like hard passed out for a second. Like my mind was like, yo, where did Simmy go? Like I spaced out and Simmy's gone? What do you mean Simmy's gone? And thank you, Liz the Wiz. Yo, but for real, what actually happened to Nimzo? Or I mean, what happened to what happened to Simi? You didn't notice until I asked that. Well, thank you for telling me, Gliker. I would have kept going. I was not in it enough to actually. You flew away. You got cool gamed. All right, so here's Zant. It's stab, spin, spin, stab, spin, spin, stab, spin, 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 and you know Zach did it right, so he's gonna not lose any time here. There's a bit of RNG involved in that fight that can make you go a little bit faster, but like that can get in depth about it, but it's not really worth my time. Simi, you back?
Zelda.
Hey. How you doing?
Just got beat up by this dude in like a green elf costume, I don't know.
Oh, that sounds pretty rough. Your turn's right on time, very, very true. Yeah, so Simi, I had a question for you when you left. What am I trying to think of? What is your favorite dungeon in the speedrun? I'm quite interested. What is your favorite?
Did you ask him and I just left? I don't know. Honestly, they're all pretty great. Goron Mines has a special place in my heart, but oh wow, that all rolled in so slowly for Zach. Yeah, Goron Mines, I think takes the cake, but honestly, yeah, Kip knows. But TP has so many good dungeons. Snow Peak, so good. Palace, take it or leave it. Temple of Time, only learned it recently, but like they're all great. Great game.
I actually really like GM. It's been recent that I've fallen in love with GM, and I think it was when I was doing a rando and I got to test out the like Hondo's like routing and how it does it, and just mess around with how they play it. Right? It's quite literally, it's very, very fun in the speedrun setting. City's extremely fun in the speedrun. SPR is very fun, and we just got new movement in it. I actually really like Hyrule, ironically too. Hyrule Castle. Though you can kind of do it casually. Like it's really not like we put too much special other than the barrier skips. Our little mini ones, right? But other than that, it's played pretty much something that anyone could kind of try at home.
Yeah, Palace and Hyrule kind of just tacked on at the end as a long speedrun.
They're very linear dungeons that get done here right at the end.
Yeah, they're the home stretch.
Definitely. Unfortunately, one has like a lot more time loss associated with it than the other one. Kind of doesn't have as much time with it, other than right at the end.
Yeah, well, Zelda has something to say about that.
Yeah, that's what I meant right at the end. She has her own special set of time loss. Steamy, unfortunately, or I mean, Nimzo, I don't know why I'm doing this right now. You know what's sad? When I asked you the question when you left, I called you Nimzo, and now I'm switching Nimzo with you apparently. Nimzo unfortunately failed to take off the hybrids there.
I mean, have we ever been in the same room at once? I don't think I've ever seen Nimzo in the same room as me.
I don't think so, and you know, he is running apparently on your version of the PAL copy, so it could just be you?
Suspicious.
It is a little bit. You haven't been doing many F? Is that you, or I mean the Marco, you're okay? I saw the name there. You got attacked by little rat guys there. Little squeebles. Good time loss room. Yeah, Zach actually had a really good room there. I did not see it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I thank you for catching that.
Yeah, the smooth jump flash on that first spawn position. Let's see what Nimzo gets.
I know everyone wastes out so that you can pretty much make it to the end, right? That's the whole intention of that.
Yeah, you delay. Oh, failing the spin, so unable to kill Zant in one cycle.
And hey, guess what, buddy?
Spawns behind.
Over.
No, Nimzo!
Okay, good stuff, Nimzo.
Sketchy but through. Didn't fall.
You know, yeah, he's taking a little bit of
Oh
time
my
loss,
gosh,
but you know,
Marco. That RJA was right at the edge.
okay,
Bruggles too.
Bruggles
He was
also
so-
was like, hey, he's like, that was pretty cool, Marco. Let me try it.
He was so far back on the platform for the SVA strat. Oh my gosh. Marco using the Gale to stun the Keys to try and guarantee he doesn't get hit. Bruggles doesn't care, just putting straight there. Marco delaying the spawn quite a while. Bruggles too. Everyone's getting these close spawns. Zach definitely handled it the best with the jump slash spin.
Not the worst to deal with. I feel like you can. Not the worst to deal with. You know, it feels not that bad to get rid of him pretty early on there and not have to worry about it and just roll over.
A 5-second lead for Marco over Bruggles. Tight race. Meanwhile,
You know, Zach
clear ahead.
Zach really does go for those little time saves. He does go for those clockwise spins. I don't know if he just likes clockwise spins. I'm not gonna lie. It could just be that there are some runners out there who genuinely like clockwise spins a lot more than counter.
Yeah, I think he might just be a clockwise spinner. I'm a clockwise spinner.
I mean, you guys just get the free W, I guess. You guys get free time save. You know, this whole like 18 frames throughout the whole entire run that you can get. That is half a second in this game, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah.
In that math wrong. I think that's right. I wouldn't say go for them. I prefer them, but I'm okay at both. Okay, gotcha. So he is also.
If you're a clockwise spinner, you're kind of forced to learn anti-clockwise for
Oh, for KB. Oh yeah, that kind of sucks.
In the end, you get ambi spinstress.
Ambi spinstress, true.
Definitely a word.
Really fast spin.
I want to keep watching Zach and Nimzo, but I feel like I can't take my eyes off Marco and Bruggles for a second.
It's okay. I'm watching our boy Zach right now. Go through you.
Bruggles missing a spin on the Phantom's Aunt. Marco as well, actually.
Okay. Both of them are kind of.
Bruggles not realizing damage he done.
Okay, just RNG it back. It's okay.
So lucky.
Okay.
Didn't quite add up his damage correctly, but that was fine.
That literally might have saved time just because it spawned right by the center there for him. So like, it might have actually not been that bad compared to chasing him down and going for the hit, the final cycle. How is the race going? This race is extremely hype. How is Zach's pace after Light Sword? Like you say, time.
55 pace. He's about 30 seconds off the PB, so still 55 pace. Good run, basically.
Some of best segments. Wait, what's the best possible time? He actually still has a very, I mean this with all sincerity, a very small chance of PB, but it's very unlikely to happen.
I think
the amount.
let's not focus in on that, given the luck that it would require. But
yeah,
no,
it's
still
literally because I would say it's more. It would be more likely if we didn't have Zelda staring at us at the end. Good heart collect though.
Oh, and he needs them. He was one of the ones that went safer with 5 hearts for Palace.
Very true. I greatly like 5-heart Palace more than 4-heart Palace.
Although Zach missing up that platform, hitting some of those, you know what you call them, those orbs, while hitting the Zant heads, so that he couldn't get them all activated at once. But I mean, he can afford to lose some time. It's Bruggles and Marco that can't afford to lose anything.
Yeah,
no one frame drop for Marco. chance to save like half a second for Bruggles if he can get this. He's not mashing B, only mashing A. I don't know why.
You can mash B for it too.
Yeah, you can mash both A and B there. B will drop it, A will throw it.
I thought what you do is you do B as like the backup, as what after if you miss it you just do B and roll over.
Yeah, both
I guess
work.
that's smart. You can do it both beforehand too. That's very smart. All players having light sword now.
– 11-second lead for Marco over Bruggles. Widened it a little bit, but that's still basically nothing in this game.
Yeah, we literally have the queen coming up soon who's gonna...
Excuse me, the princess.
The princess. Wait, is she? Why is she known as a princess when there is no mom and dad?
Well, I think Zant kind of took over the land of Hyrule. But anyway.
You know, that is true,
Zach
but...
struggling to find the target, having to spin the waterfall again. And rather than going for the waterfall further, just decides to go under, kill the Kargs. Getting distracted a little by that one, giving Nimzo some time.
Good first throw by Bruggles. I don't know if he got that second throw. He did get it.
Marco missing that heart, and the key's coming down to visit. It's gonna be a weird cycle. He's sensible by Zach, just going off to the side. Waiting for the next spawn cycle. Oh, not clean. Not clean,
Yeah,
but he's through. And again, he can afford to make these mistakes.
Nimzo is in the same room with him, though.
He's still
There's still a lot of time. This room definitely takes a lot longer. There's gonna be a void out here. There's going for the LJ. Go figure.
Nice. Born right by him. Don't drop too early. Marco caught a Keese in his Gale during that LJ. Bruggles targeting real high up. I wonder why. Nimzo getting the target really quickly.
Make sure that he probably gets the cycle really easily here.
Again, focusing on Marco and Bruggles. Marco floating over now. Pressure on Bruggles. It's a whole race. The pressure's been on Marco to bring it back. Now the pressure's on Bruggles. And the world record Flight Princess was set earlier today. 2:52.29 by Nimzo, the dude on the top right. Zach LJing to that Zant head. Why? I don't understand. But, okay.
Why he does that? I don't know. Swag, yeah? Why not?
Oh, good.
He's fighting against someone who went for Norbert. He has to show off a little bit, you know?
Bruggles finding the target even though he couldn't see it. Clean mofle by Marco.
Very good. That was
putting the pressure on Bruggles.
Bruggles missing
Bruggles gonna be a little bit later.
And yes, Liz the Wiz. Nimzo did statue today with a very, very impressive BB today.
Oh, did he make it? I don't think he is. Nah.
Unfortunate. That's gonna separate him and Marco just a little bit more.
Hmm. "22 seconds of a lead from Marco. Almost doubled it. Meanwhile, Zach saved time over his PB again, heading into Zant, but seems like he lost a lot of time that segment still. Nimzo! movement continuing too smoothly, fell off the platform,
F. That's really sad. So,
allowing Zach to run away.
also, yes, like we said before, Zach has no chance at. It's literally done now, off of best possible time.
Bruggles going left side for early platform. I like it.
Very interesting.
Nimzo having doing that agonizing wait for the platform to bring him all the way up. Yeah, Nimzo can't be happy. I mean, I feel like at this point, and you can never write it off, but there's very little Nimzo can do to try and get this back.
Yeah, it currently now is all left up to Zach making mistakes. Nimzo doesn't really have much control over what happens here. Even a very, very, very bad Zelda would still not mean he catches up.
And again, I guess he's just tilted or stopped paying attention. He was waiting for another cycle on those those Shadow Beasts that never came because he was already finished. Just not on his game right now.
Yeah, maybe from the adrenaline from earlier today, who knows?
I mean, also remember, this is winners finals, so the loser of this is still in the race. It's Marco and Bruggles that are fighting for elimination.
Definitely making things a bit tighter for them, and there's definitely some separation right now between them.
Interesting swimming from Zach.
He's having a good time.
Still about 22 seconds. 21 for Marco. I love that Zant slide.
Oh, what, the little Zan slide in the underwater section that you can
Yeah,
get
yeah. When you pull the claw while falling in the air and then do it.
Yeah.
Nimzo not getting best RNG here. Can he get the one cycle though? Misses the spin.
You can back it up with an extra jump attack.
Backed it up very well.
I didn't know that was possible. You know, that you guys just taught me something right there, Nimzo. Thank you. I will note that.
Yes, same damage. Gotta keep those backups in hand. And I get Nimzo in the past has struggled a lot with getting his quick spins in the situation, so he's definitely made sure he can handle that. Marco missing the one cycle on the Goron Mines phase, giving Bruggles the chance to catch up some more, and also not getting the best RNG afterwards. Bruggles has a chance to make up a lot of time. Again, it's a 2-frame window of the one cycle in this phase. Again, too early, just like Marco. Marco probably saw that. Will be feeling a bit relieved. Again, I wonder if Bruggles knows how they compare.
Yeah, I really do too. Like, that would add so much more pressure.
Zach dodging. Going for that ultimate.
Zach does a little... Nice, Zach does a little dodge strat, right? I think it saves a very little amount of time, but it is kind of cool looking.
Again, these spins from Nimzo. Yeah, Marco, after that bad start, is starting to pull away further and further from Bruggles. Bruggles was holding so well through. I mean, he's still playing well, but...
Fortunately, a few mistakes. Like, it was something in Argrok that I don't think you and me caught. Like...
Yeah, I wish I was paying attention to that, eh? Nimzo missing Phantom, missing Ice, gosh, I can't speak.
Nice.
Rosetta phase Zant. Oh, Bruggles, the small things like that. Missing the block. Not a clean
Not
oak
finishing him
face.
off, too. No, that is really bad. That's gonna give
He's not
Marco a
going to
bit more
die
of a
here.
lead.
Oh, the 3-cycle on ook phase. Can't be feeling good about that. Marco, probably quite glad. Nimzo now finished with Palace. Zach heading into Hyrule. No mail, please. Funny, I keep seeing Marco looking to the side. I assume he's checking his splits or checking Bruggles. But he's just
Definitely
held
quite
it.
tense.
He's held it together. He's good in these situations.
Yeah, right as you say that.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
Right as
that's
you say
true.
that, he's now lost time over in this section. And he continues to lose more time on that section.
I didn't even comment on it because getting hit on purpose there is also a strat. Same as the dodge that Zach did. You can just get hit on purpose and then do a combo, but I guess that's not what he was intending. Ruggles got a chance to make up a bit for his ook phase mistake. Darts that stab really early, but goes for the forward stab. I'm assuming we'll see some normal strats here. Yeah.
Good. Even
Keeping
if
it
he's doing
simple.
normal shots, he saves time on him. Nice. Good job.
Have some of that time back. It's gonna be close.
How many people we got gonna be, or how many people are gonna be in this cutscene at the same time? I think Nimzo's gonna be seeing it.
Yeah, I think Zach's gonna be out by the time Bruggles and Marco get there. That's how
Yeah.
far he
But
is.
I'm pretty sure when Bruggles and Marco get there, they're all gonna be there together. Other than Zach. Zach will have that lead.
And we can all have a break.
It is a nice 2-minute cutscene. That is a good break. Can Zach finish before midnight? No.
What time is it?
Yes, actually. Yes.
What time is it right now, EST?
Give me a second. They're 3 hours ahead of me. It's 11:45 for them. Yes, he can.
Okay. Yeah, it is 3:45 PM for me, so bit off.
PM. Like in the afternoon.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Man, we
Time
really do have
zones.
so many different time zones. I know, time zones. I act like that's something new.
Being really careful with that LJA. I mean, sensibly so. Gonna join Marco and Nimzo in the squid in the cutscene. Only 2 bombs left for Bruggles, but if I'm remembering right, that's just fine.
And on the ZSR page, we have literally had TP all the way through sunrise to sundown almost.
A long day of TP.
An eventful day. It's really fun. It feels good to get to show off a bunch of different stuff, you know? I think
Yeah,
people...
I had no idea that 100% showcase was happening.
Oh yeah, it was really, really fun to... Like, I recommend you go check it out. It was extremely cool to get to see the differences between Wii, GameCube, and Wii U. Just the fact that there's so many different things they all do. Also, Wii has so many cool glitches that I love to death now. Like the iron boots thing where they take it off and they can just like walk around on like the magnetic walls. I'm like, okay, didn't know they had that. And welcome, Kanana. Your side by side was nice. It was quite nice to watch that. Okay, Zach's gonna be going for a backflip right here. That will be kind of important.
1 frame window. Does not get it. Again. he can afford to make these mistakes. He is such a big buffer. He can play it so safe.
Yeah, these things don't matter. Big mistakes are going to be things that matter, but there really isn't too much in HC.
Everything matters, but he's comfortable. Whereas Marco needs everything he can get.
Lola, I do not know if ZSR posts these VODs over anywhere. I know they'll have the VODs on Twitch. I don't know if
I'm pretty sure they upload them to YouTube, but it'll be on Twitch still. So that's a question for Angry Demon Noises. Boom, there it is.
Nice. Twilight Princess is an extremely cool run and a very fun game to watch people race. This isn't the easiest game to do races for because of how reset heavy it tends to be in the early game, and it's really cool to see people be close and have races this intense. It's like it's really fun to see. Like, are all runners like within 4 minutes of each other? If I'm doing the math right, I think they're very close to that, somewhere in there.
Yeah, Marco's lead over Bruggles is stretched to just over 30 seconds. Obviously that's still within Zelda's power to change, but not looking good for Bruggles, especially missing a spin. Or did he?
No, I don't think.
The same thing here for Marco trying to get this one frame.
Does not get it. This is actually a place where he could save a pure 4 to 5 seconds right here off of this.
So I didn't see Bruggles' quips, but Marco didn't try for the iron boots because it's possible to get it both with iron boots and with the backflip, which kind of gives you 2 chances at the one frame.
Interesting. That's a really cool concept. I actually kind of want to try that now.
Let's see if Bruggles...
It's a weird mash.
Is he even mashing? Is he going to time it? Bruggles tried to time with the iron boots. I'm impressed.
Wow.
I mean, he missed it, but trying to time it is definitely the way. And for those wondering, the way to time it is to listen to the footsteps of King Bulblin, or of King Bulblin's boar, King Bulbo, Lord Bulbo, I think that's what it's called.
Or Boba? It actually has a name?
Hmm. The big...
No, sorry.
Bulbo.
Bulba.
Bulbo Baggins.
Bulbo Baggins. Great. I'm at the bust out like the enemy, the Zeldapedia thing on this. Like,
pretty sure it's Lord Bulbo. Very relevant to the race here, as Marco continues to hold his 30-second lead.
Marco playing very, very, very good up at the end. He has made literally, he hasn't really given much time for Bruggles to actually catch up on.
Yeah, he's keeping it tight.
He definitely wants it to be tight in case he ends up getting a bad Zelda or something that really tries to actually push him down. The only one who I would say has truly escaped from the realm, like, in terms of Zelda, Zach is, as long as he does a good tower climb here, he's pretty much got this in the bag. There is not much.
Zach is pretty safe. Nimzo's in a unfortunate position.
He would genuinely have to set a world record on Zelda cycles in order for Zelda to take it, which I'm doubting we're going to see here. But we did see one recently, didn't we?
Yes, Ike got the 16 cycle, which I was sure there'd been a 17, but couldn't find it, so... And it lost, was it like over 2 minutes or something? It lost a lot.
Yeah, it is quite brutal. I mean, to be fair, you take home some trophy, you know, getting that cycle.
Cleaner up
Very
push
good
from
execution
Marco.
on. Yeah, okay, we thought the exact same thing there.
Bruggles doing the soccer ball toss.
Like having a hard time finding that claw shot, but he gets it.
Gonna go for the clip, it looks like. The clip that he discovered.
Zach shot.
Using spinner with
No!
invincibility to try to get through this. He's gonna kill them anyway, try again. He's just gonna kill them.
A little bit sad. He likes that shot a lot.
Maybe Nimzo will show it to us.
He might. Does Nimzo go for it?
Well, I think he might this run.
You know, he's gone for quite a lot. Yeah, the 2 seconds could be pretty vital, you know.
And that big key, I think, is the last text box that makes a difference. And now Zach getting into Zelda. In the rare position of not needing to worry about how many cycles he gets.
As long as he plays this to somewhat a good level, he has got this in the bag. What is Nimzo doing to the camera? Alright, well that's one already from Zach.
I'm not even counting. Oh, yeah, let's see Nimzo. I wonder if he's just listening and
F.
doing the things that we say.
Oh,
he gets it. Very nice.
Nice, alright.
So that's the strat that Zach was going for. Saves a couple seconds. Marco on the climb now, falling further away from Bruggles. Oh, and he got Nimzo golden Hyrule Castle with that at the end. That's classic.
Let's go, Zach Strat, saving that 1 second on SOV. You know, he's getting close to that 248. He's at least past the halfway point there.
And now Marco finishes Hyrule. Bruggles lagging behind. Kind of just has to hope for Zelda at this point.
I think Zach's on a 9 right now? Or he's on like 8 or 9, I think. Right?
I haven't been counting. I mean, no, it doesn't really matter. Marco in the fight now. I think this is Zach's last cycle.
Yep.
Yeah, lost about 30 seconds or so to Zelda. Bit worse than average, but hardly matters. Though 30 seconds for Bruggles to save over Marco and Zelda would be a good chunk of the lead.
Well,
so a good start for Marco.
Marco's starting out with 1. That is exactly what I wants to see. Good first cycle there from Zach. These fights, they are very, very well practiced in this. Okay, he's using the claw shot. Nice. We're gonna catch him coming out on the backside.
Marco on pace for an 8 cycle Zelda. Still fine. Still comfortable. Lead against Bruggles. That's 4 for Marco. Bruggles starting out on good pace. 1 for Bruggles. 3 cycles behind.
It's a Triforce over on Marco's side, and it was a bit of a slow one too.
Nobody is on PB pace.
Everyone else on PB pace. That's a better. That was. Marco is now on, I believe, 6 here. Next would be 7, and then maybe the 8. That was a much quicker attack though.
Nimzo manipulating the Zelda cutscene. Let's see
Zach
what she
leaving
does.
Okay, and it looks like Marco is free. He's still got a little bit of run left, but assuming he performs the next fight well, he should be home free.
Yeah, and it's breathing a sigh of relief. He was behind that entire race until he wrapped it back. And then Zelda being on his side at the end. Cherry on top. Bruggles still there, but doesn't make much difference now.
Zach missing a spin. It's okay. It's not that bad.
Zach. Can't be 56. Bruggles finished Zelda now. Time to finish it out. But it's looking like Zach and Marco are going to be the winners of their races, which, I mean, who knows, maybe Zach will die to Ganondorf, but it looks like that'll be putting Zach in the grand finals on winner's side, and then Nimzo versus Marco for losers. But, can't say it yet.
Yeah, we're not certain yet, but this Ganondorf fight is pretty tricky. This one's got a bit of extra finesse in it.
Oh yeah, one of the longest fights in the game.
Definitely. Man, it took me so long to finally learn this one while I was picking up this game.
Good horseback pattern for Nimzo. Zach.
So I've heard a recent thing of people saying if you un-L, doesn't matter if you un-L target your Simi when in horseback after you make the shot.
Yeah, you can get tighter aim that way. GG, congratulations to Zach.
GG to Zach.
Finishing in first place over Nimzo, putting him into grand finals on the winner's side. Nimzo now, once he finishes, which it looks like a 57, will be playing the winner of Bruggles and Marco, which Marco just now finishing horseback. Looks like he's on pace. Take it.
Zach, would you like to come in for an interview?
Nimzo going to go for the Lantern Boots combo. And hey, like we said, all three of these guys finishing under sub 3. Kia ora.
Definitely. Yeah. And what's up, Zach? How are
And
you doing?
57-43. GG Nimzo.
Hello.
Zach, congratulations.
Hello, Zach.
We're about to
Thank
see
you.
Nimzo's opponent next.
Yeah, that should be exciting.
Marco doing it
Marco
interesting.
I was like, it's okay. He's got some time. He doesn't have to care too much. Nice.
And there it is. GG to Marco. Bruggles
Wow.
eliminated in 4th place. God, what a
Crazy
race
how
though.
close that all was.
Yeah, you guys were literally almost always in the same tempo at the same portions of it, in the same splits always. Like it was pretty close throughout.
Yeah, so am I good to talk about my run? How it went?
Yes, very.
Okay, it was pretty good. Like I was like 20 seconds ahead of my PB after spinner, even though I failed Death Sword skip. And then afterwards I kind of lost like 30 seconds on every split for a little bit there. But it was a pretty good run. I'm pretty happy with it.
GG Bruggles, 58-53. Everyone finishing sub 3. That's the level we're at. Sub 3 doesn't even feel like a big feat anymore in a race like this.
Yeah, I know you're expected to get a sub 3 in these races, or else you're apparently not winning.
Yeah, that was crazy. I kind of missed what was like happening, so like I checked in on the stream every once in a while, but I just noticed that I was ahead after like arbiters or something, which surprised me.
Yeah,
want to know what happened.
Nimzo made some interesting decisions.
Oh.
So someone typed in chat Norgor Kappa, and let's just say I think Nimzo took it a bit too serious because he did go for Norgor.
Nimzo said,
Wow.
"I bet."
And then he fell off during snowboarding, like at the shortcut part, and then died because he didn't have enough HP too. And then he also died again in Snow Peak, doing the LJA because the items were switched, so he took a bomb out instead of a different thing. Nice to the
Damn.
Chan feature. I wanted that Norgor. Nimzo, we wanted you to get it too. Would you like to come in for an interview? Anyone else? Nimzo? I know Nimzo typically doesn't do interviews, but if you'd like to.
Nimzo turns on his microphone for this one interview. But no,
Good.
congratulations, Zach. Moving on to grand finals. Going to be waiting on the winner of Nimzo and Marco. And
Yeah, that'll be cool.
I guess you can call that an upset victory because Nimzo earlier today set the new world record, which I guess is kind of intimidating to go against in a race right after. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I don't know. I was pretty nervous. I thought I was definitely screwed, but I practiced a lot. I did like late game runs, and I was getting good late games. So yeah,
I know you were
Pretty
asking
happy
in
with how I
Discord
played.
about like practicing consistency. Did you get any
yeah,
progress with that?
yeah. I think so. Definitely, I'd say I did, and hopefully I can
Bruggles.
get some more PBs before the next race. Hopefully.
Yeah, well, you might have some time before grand finals, some time to prepare. Bruggles,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
What the heck even happened? How is it even this close? I
So-
did not feel like I was playing that well,
So-
but maybe I was doing better than I thought.
We were
Would you like a
talking.
rundown?
I'm sorry?
You go, Simi.
I was going to ask Bruggles, so we were talking earlier about like mentality of races, like checking in on their opponents versus not. We were under the impression that you were not watching Marco. Is that true?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
I didn't peek a single time. I thought I was losing horribly that entire time.
Ah, dude.
I
oh
thought
my gosh.
as soon as I missed Gorge Void, like that was it, dude. It was over.
No, so
There.
you versus Marco was a hell of a race to watch. He failed Sword and Shield skip,
Really?
and then you failed Gorge Void, so you were like really close together at Vessel, and then you
Huh.
held like, God, how? You were like 10 to 20 seconds ahead for like almost the entire race until City.
Oh yeah, City was I actually threw.
What
So
happened
hard.
in our Grok fight? What happened in our Grok fight? We were
I
not
don't
looking.
know. I just like sucked at aiming so bad that he turned around.
Oh. Because we weren't paying attention because
Oh.
that was when Marco finally took the lead from you at the end of City, and we were like, wait, what?
Wait, that was
How'd that-
that was it? That's when he
Yeah,
took the
that
lead?
was it.
What
That was
the
happened? What
That
how
was-
how?
That's what I mean, dude. And then after
I don't
that,
I'm sorry if this is coming off as like really rude. Like I don't mean to say Marco's bad. I just mean that I felt like I was playing bad.
yeah, and it was funny to see. Like, I kind of got the impression you weren't watching because the way you were playing didn't reflect nerves, even though you were like within 10 seconds of him for like 3 hours straight.
If you'd like to know a little bit about Marco's run, so other than missing Sword and Shield skip, he did get 14 hops on Ook to start the run. He had
Yikes.
a pretty bad gate, pretty bad bow. I'm trying to think of what else kind of hit him. He had some more stuff sprinkled in there, but those were some of his starting off sections there.
Okay, see, I whenever I do races, right, to try and not get nervous, I tell myself that like because I don't actually watch, right? I try like I'm telling myself like, oh, they probably got like a really bad gate or like missed sword and shield skip or something, like something to help make me feel better. And I can't believe all of those things actually happened.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely a good mentality. I think, and I don't think it doesn't seem like Marco's going to come on for an interview, but he definitely is the opposite to that. He was checking in on your stream every 10 seconds. Every time he failed something that you got that was a negative reaction, every time he saw you fail something, he was like pumped to try and get it himself. It was like two opposite
Wow.
mentalities. And I know Zach,
Huh.
I guess you weren't watching so much, but in the past, you tend to keep track of your opponents. Is that true?
Yeah, definitely. I
there a
stopped doing
reason?
that as much.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is
Good, I
there a
think that's gonna
reason
benefit
that you did that less today? Is that
Yeah,
part of like your kind of plan?
yeah, I kind of just assumed that I was gonna lose, so I just wanted to focus on my run and do as good as I can. Like, I really had no expectations going into it because, like, this run is like 4 minutes worse than the record, so I just kind of didn't have any hope. But I just wanted to play as good as I could, and I'm
And
happy I
guess that's
did.
the thing with expectations. As you lower them, you kind of remove some of the nerves. But then I know, even without checking in on Nimzo, when you were on PB pace, then the nerves started setting in, right?
Yeah, after I failed the Stoller thing, it became a lot more chill. Or maybe after the Air Alpha skip failed,
Yeah,
that's when
I
it just
definitely
became
saw-
super chill.
I can't remember when you commented, but you said you were all shaky, and then at Raffle skip, you could definitely see it in your aim.
Yeah.
But then you
Yeah.
definitely tightened it up after that, so congrats.
In
Yeah,
practice,
thank
you're very, very tight with your aim there. Like, I have seen you do very, very good ESSs on like trying to get those shots there, and that just felt like I was like, damn, you must be shaky with the aim there.
Yeah, gosh, that
Yeah.
like, you totally calmed down after Raffle skip, because then you just pumped out in 906, second half city. Like, dude.
Yeah. That was crazy. I forget where I lost time, but I lost a handful of seconds somewhere in that segment. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. I didn't think it was going to be a 906.
So, how do you feel now sitting in grand finals? Who would you prefer to race next between them?
Who would
and
I
Marco?
prefer to race next? I don't know. It was fun racing Nimzo. I'm down to do it again, but also, like, I
Good
kind of wanted to raise Marco at some point, so I don't know. I'm fine with either.
Well, Marco kind of been a comeback story, dropping into losers pretty early unexpectedly, and then all the way back through losers. Round 2
Yeah.
is now back into losers finals.
Who did he lose to originally? I forgot.
Myself.
Oh, nice.
I'm pretty sure that if I got Gorge Void, my run would have been like about my average, like what my average was.
Your average is so insane compared to your PB. It's like a minute or two off.
I know it's. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Like, I feel like lately I've been really consistent, but then I guess
Yeah.
tonight not
Dude,
so much.
it has,
But
in the races, it's really shown, because
That-
like basically every race you've had recently, against Jaquade, I guess you were definitely favoured, but against Beast, it could have gone either way. Against
Beast,
Zach, you kept it really close. JD, definitely not in your favour, but you took it. Like, you've been totally performing.
I've been way
Above expectation.
overperforming. Yeah, like way above my expectations. I like going into Wolfdash. I guess it's also been like a pretty long time since the start. It's been like almost half a year, so I've had like a lot of time to improve. But like I was going into this hoping for like maybe sub 305 every race. You know, maybe I'd win a couple matches and that'd be it. And I totally did way better than I thought I would. So
And so many times you've done that on the main stage too. You've come into a race and just pumped out a PB and performed super well and given extremely good like shows to watch.
Yeah, so I think even though you're bowing out now, 4th place, such a respectable placement, and
Yeah,
congratulations.
Absolutely.
GG, man.
absolutely, I'm very
was
happy with
sick.
my performance.
And I mean,
very
like-
happy, and you know, no shame in losing to Marco.
Definitely not.
He's a very, very good
Like Beast
player.
being pro-
His PB, what's his PB? 253.43.
Well,
Which is
Marcos,
just,
yeah,
it's just crazy. You guys are all crazy.
I mean, you say that, but you were toe to toe with them the whole race. So give yourself some credit.
Fair enough, yeah.
you still got, and you definitely have some clear areas where you know you can save more time. Like
Mm-hmm.
I already feel like I know you're gonna be pushing it more. So
Mm-hmm.
I have to see what you do.
Yeah.
But yeah, congratulations again to Zach taking it, moving on to grand finals. Bruggles,
Yeah, thanks,
great
man.
performance this tournament. Shame to see you go, but
Thank you.
I think you can be very proud of how you did.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
everyone, look forward to Nimzo versus Marco, losers finals, and one of them will get to move on to play against Zach, who's going to be waiting in Grands. And I imagine Angry Demon Noises is waiting for us to finish up, but I think this is probably a good time if anyone has anything else they want to comment on.
Real quick, I want to also put in, actually, Marco's PB is apparently a 253.24 is his actual PB now.
Oh,
Yeah,
so-
okay. I guess
on
he
the
hasn't
leaderboards.
submitted, but-
No, it's on the leaderboards now.
Oh, it is?
There it is.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh. There it is.
Man, it looks good to see a 4-way race where everyone's just under 3 hours. That feels good.
Yeah, 4 sub-3s. We're definitely, I think, especially shout-outs to Fino, Tucker, Kipcode, and everyone who works on PPGZ. Totally have evolved the
Absolutely.
way that people practice for this game.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, there's
it's-
no way we'd be this low without it.
It's
Yeah.
so clear in the way that people are improving. We're in a new era.
They've
Yeah.
been pushing it so much with it, and they keep wanting to push the GZ tool so much more. And I hear so many other games, other speedruns are literally jealous of the fact that they look at our tool and they're like, "Wow, that's incredible that you guys can just
Yeah.
practice
It's
all
so
these sort
it's
of
so
things."
good. The
It's
PB
always gonna have
community is so
problems.
great.
And they're always moving on to try and fix them, but it's such a great step and such a great tool. And while we're shouting those people out, it's been a long day of TP and ZSR. Thanks to ZSR for hosting us basically the entire day. We started with that 100% showcase, HD, GameCube, and Wii all at once, then moved straight into this 4-way Wolfdash race. Keaton's been there for all of it.
Yeah, how?
What a champ commentating all day. And I don't know who was resharing the 100% race, the 100%
And
showcase, but
ADN.
Angry Demon Noises. Oh,
And
wow.
me and him have been together for apparently like 11 hours today. Sitting.
Good stuff. Thank you for bringing us this day of TP. And
I feel like it's been more than 11 hours.
We did sit and call for the extra 2 hours there.
Well, yeah. Huge congrats to Zach. Huge
Yeah,
congrats. Huge congrats to everyone. Honestly,
Yeah,
This
true.
was. I mean, clearly, I wasn't watching, but this is clearly a very amazing race. So
Oh yeah, you gotta rewatch
And-
this VOD.
yeah, I will.
Stay tuned.
I will.
stay tuned because there's still 2 more matches to go.
Yep.
But ADN, I reckon, being sitting here with us for a while, I reckon we're about done.
Alright, I don't mind sitting here for longer. So let's see, tomorrow we've got a bunch of Majora's Mask events coming up, and for the first time we are showcasing a Link Between Worlds randomizer.
Oh, wow.
That's tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. So that's pretty much our biggest event for the weekend. And then on Sunday at 10 a.m. we've got the grand finals match of the Link to the Past No Major Glitches tournament. So that will also be pretty fun as well. Thanks everyone for sticking around all day for all this awesome TP content. Keep an eye out on the schedule for some of those other 2 matches that are coming up. I'm sure they'll be scheduled soon. And in the meantime, we're going to raid the Ethernet boys. I don't know if he's actually doing runs. He just seems like he's vibing, but that's fine. Everyone be nice. But yeah, thanks so
Thanks
much.
again, everyone. See you guys later.
Yeah. Thanks for watching,
Yeah, see ya.
everyone. Have a good night. Bye bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye.